and I'm still flossing because I have so much stuff in my teeth. I'm so sorry. You guys, today's the day. We're going to have a house tour. And I'm going to do it all. And then I will post it on on the red app with the play sign. You guys aren't ready. I got one of my friends to start editing my videos. Thanks, bud. And I'm going to do the biggest, baddest thing there is, which is an entire house tour. So we're going to ditch Lucas, and how I'm going to do it is I'm going to have them... I'm going to go with every single pet. I'm going to walk a pet until I get to another room with a pet, and then I'm just going to keep walking my pets. We're going to see what I can do. We're going to see how many pets I can, like, actually take care of at the end of this. But honestly, that's not the goal. The goal is just to get through the whole house. All right? Is everybody ready for this? Luckily, I know exactly where we're going to start. We're going to start with Jericho. And I spelt it wrong. Oh my god, my own son. It's going to go crazy, you guys. I'm going to play with every single one of my pets. I'm going to go to every single one of my rooms. It's going to be the craziest thing you've ever seen. I had a Red Bull. I worked out. I showered. I'm going crazy. I've got my Don't Tread on Me water plus because I'm going to talk so much. I know you want the house tour. So let's get into it. This is the first room at the top leftmost corner of my house. This is Jericho's room. He is my ostrich. His pet item is this very cute little treadmill that's his pet item. But the Aztec theme has since been God, it's not coming to me. Retired, so you can't really get them anymore. It's not in the curio shop. It used to be a curio shop theme. Jericho is killing it. I have a lot of other items in here, but most of it is the Aztec theme. And let's keep going. So my house is set up with 2 rows of tree rooms, 5 outdoor rooms, and then 2 underwater rooms in my backyard. And then when we get to the house, we'll only hit house. This room is essentially for my pet Buck, who hasn't been put on my account yet. He is a mountain goat, and he's supposed to live in here. He has Victoria, my eagle's pet item, in here, and the super deluxe item from 2019, which is the slide. I don't really know if there's anything else in here that's interactive. We've got another bouncy, but most of this theme is just the treetop theme and some other rare items. But go through the house, Jericho. Come on, baby. My fleas market, one of my favorite rooms ever. The color theme is the best part. Essentially made this whole thing after that antique thing and also the antique building, and I just love it. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so pleased. The color is what makes it, and the antique wishing well as well, because it's an antique store. We've got my little Santa's playground. It's got my Holodoodles pet item in here, and some all of the play items is from the all of the playground items are from like 2021's Christmas collection experience. But anyway, he can sit on pretty much anything in here because of course it is a playground. I actually put 2 of these same playground things against each other to make it look like a bigger playground, which worked, in my opinion. I'm gonna feed this poor man. We're in my Halloween room, my haunted trick-or-treat street. Yeah, they give you so many houses, you guys. They give you so many houses. So he can pretty much go into and turn on any of these. I think he just knocks at the trick-or-treat houses. It is giving Halloween Town for sure. I think I'm gonna have to rename it to that. But the costume shop actually holds costumes, but I don't have anything in there because everything lives in my dock. Because if I put it in a room, I'll never find it. Here's the other half of my Halloween room, more haunted, where the cemetery is. This is a retired e-store item that I love so much. I'm gonna play one Quizzy's question, okay? It's only one. He's only asking for one. I can't be mad at him.
Hello there. Welcome
He
to
can have
Quizzy's
it.
Question Corner.
Martha Washington was
Quizzy.
America's
Just
very first
stay
first
tuned
lady.
to
Good.
start answering.
Great. Phenomenal. Anyway, so there's a lot of really fun interactive things, essentially the same as the other room, except this one has a bats in the cave, if you will. They can go up and over, and the cemetery door opens. But it's just another one of my Halloween rooms. I do love the painted roses red for every room, but this is my hotel getaway room. Essentially what I was thinking was this is the inside of the hotel. This is kind of like the meeting area outside, like the foyer, if you will, of the hotel, the entrance. And then this actually holds pet buddies. I don't think it has any pet buddies in it at the moment. Nope, no pet buddies, but it's essentially the pet hotel. And thank you for the gift. I think the next room is a underwater room. It would be Pete's room. It is Pete's room, so that means that I'm gonna switch pets. Guys, I'm gonna leave all of my pets in the wrong rooms. Please bear with me. I'm gonna go insane. Anyway, Pete has a super bed in here, which is the little castle bed. His pet item is this really cute little clamshell vanity. And everything else in here is pretty much ballerina or flamingo. I was thinking, as flamboyant as he is, he's gotta have it, you know what I mean? I didn't end up feeding Jericho, did I? Poor guy. He's so hungry. I'll feed him. I'll feed him and then we'll leave him and ditch him. Alright, but let's take Pete to Colin's room. First pet, done. Ugh. Okay, so now we're in Colin's room. Colin's room has that underwater shipwreck theme. He also has his wardrobe, which is his pet item. But everything else is pretty much W shop, other than the wallpaper and the flooring and this anemone. So that's those are the e-store items. But his car, most of my pets, my earlier pets, have cars in their room. I stopped putting cars in their room. This is supposed to be my undersea sunken ship room. Haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet, so it'll just stay weird. Krista, I am. But it'll just stay weird. This is Claire's room. I don't think there's anything for Colin to do in here. Claire is my purple goldfish. You're right, Bailey. Claire's my purple goldfish. His pet item is this little, I think it's a toy chest, but he's got a lot of really cool things in here. This e-storm item, and also I just love the wallpaper for this underwater room because I feel like it makes sense to do like a underwater room with glass. Also, I'll never put things on my floor in my underwater rooms because you can never get it back to looking as beautiful as this. And I'll keep it like this until I can't anymore. But yeah, Claire's pet item is in here. We got that. Great. Moving on. I'm gonna try to see how many pets I can take care of. Okay, you guys, it's gonna be crazy. This is about to be the craziest live you've ever seen me do. Because I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. Oh, this is my summertime sadness room. The only thing you can interact with is the pool, but I made this whole room around that sprinkler. That's it. And also the kite is really fun to interact with because it's a fish flying a kite. It's great, but it's so quintessential summer. So that's what I like. If you guys have any questions about other things, post them on my TikTok and I will respond to you. Post them on the video that you were watching. Here's another one of my Here's another one of my gardens, I guess. It's technically a playground because you can technically playground with this. Um, but um, I like it because the diner sign is actually pointing to my diners, drive-ins, and dives room. But we'll get there, okay? We have to walk it all the way back. Um, this is my Main Street room. They gave us a lot of big items that said Main Street on them, so I just called them Main Street. But it's beautiful in here. It's got a cute little farmer's market. It's got the taco truck. I know I put a refrigerator in my house that's not in my refrigerator room. Crazy. Zachy, you can't. I'm sorry. We cannot play today. I'm sorry. But yeah, lots of really cool items that they gave us for the one of the collections that they've done in the past. So usually I try to keep all the collection items together, and then I'll have like 5 or 6 collections because I'll get through them and then make more rooms with other things with them. Here's my whale of a good time water park. Excuse me. Um, this was another collection item. I think that these are all interactive. I could be wrong. This is a slide. This is my orca's pet item, and I really love the narwhal things. But putting so much sand on the ground hurt my soul because I love the green grass, but I needed it to be sandy. What can I say? Um, okay, we've got. Oh God, what did I name this? It's essentially my the world is ending. We need a like when you and your friends all start a commune. This is the commune that me and all my webkins started. So I have a webkins commune. Of course, it needs to have a lot of plants. So I have a lot of veggies. We will click on every single one of these veggies. And it's got a dining hall. And then I was able to actually use the garage to look like barracks essentially. Because that tiny garage does nothing for me in my dock and also in my Webkinz house. So, eh, eh. I do need to get all of these, but yeah, this is my Webkinz commune that I made. I should put something on there. What will I give? What will I give my people? I'll just do a giant pumpkin because we have it. I wish I had an apple pie. Girl, girl. There we go. Gigantic. Perfect. The biggest pumpkin you've ever seen in your life. Um, this is my end of the day room. It's essentially like a Girl Scout camping trip room. Um, but the only thing that's pretty interesting in here, other than all of the different sleeping bags that I had no idea what to do with, is this tree that changes colors when you rotate it. Love that tree. But yeah, all of the sleeping bags. You get so many sleeping bags. Like, what am I supposed to do? Keep them all? I can't. I literally can't. So I put them all in a room. Um, this was supposed to be like a snowy ice cap type room. I clearly haven't decided what I was going to do with it. I'm hoping for next winter it'll just come to me. You know what I mean? Because there's always more winter items to be had. I'm surprised Claire has walked through so much of this house. Empty room. Empty room. Gotta have more room. Um, okay, we're at Taffy's house. Taffy has an Eastore bed, and her pet item is this. I don't know what it is. Flower candy rotator thing. I've got another candy rotator thing. She's got my Mad Hatter's Tea Party uh, table, which, really works. And I like to think that she has like a candyopoly that she works with, that she produces herself in her own basement. You know what I mean? But she's got her little kitchen. Yeah. The bed is the best part. The fact that it's a double decker bed, a bunk bed, and the back of it is the best. So having the room face this way, so good. And I think actually before she goes, we can have her interact with the tree because she can hide in the tree. Love it. putting big things on outdoor rooms in the back corner just makes the whole room look better because there's no wallpaper. Here's the Wacky Church picnic. Of course, if you know me, you know the Wacky Church, and if you know church, you know that the church needs a picnic. So here's all my wacky items that don't fit in my church, but would fit for the church's picnic, essentially. Um, of course, these are all cars that you can interact with, but the the wacky picnic kills. That slide is actually a pet item for a pet that I don't remember. I bet it was a dog, but I don't remember what pet item it was. Then I have my Webkinz amusement park, which has the smallest roller coaster I've ever seen. And it's got a pool, technically, a super deluxe slide for last year for the 20th anniversary. And then it has the slide from the Caramel Soup theme song. Theme song? Kinz tune? I'll call it a Kinz tune. But yeah, everything in here, chef's kiss. Just a tiny little amusement park. And then we've got my everything sport room because, well, we can't. Kalo doesn't really do sports, but Kalo gets a lot of sports stuff. And the road trip sign, I think, is also pointing to my diners, drive-ins, and dives room, I think. So here's my diners, drive-ins, and dives room. It's got Daisy's Diner, Pizza Palace, Kinsville Cafe, and then another diner. The road trip sign is taking you further down the road trip that I've made. But here, of course, diners, drive-ins, and dives would be pointed this way. I think some of these are refrigerators. Can't keep them all. You know what I mean? So they're all in here. And these are supposed to be like Daisy's, and the Kinsville Cafe has those, and the diner just sucks it up. And hot dog stand. I feel like it covers all the bases. And then, of course, our Lord and Savior Wacky makes a little appearance. Um, God, what did I call this? I want to call it like Love Capitalism, but I don't know. Love Capitalism is my other one. This one's called Political Park. There it is, because it's got my Webkinz news and it's got like all of my politics, uh, all of their campaign. God, campaign posters. Girl, was that not pants? That was a shirt. Oops. But it's Political Park. I try to put everything in here, and I can't even move through this room without. Ooh, great! We're moving to Merlin's room. We're gonna ditch Taffy in Merlin's room. Actually, I'm gonna make her do this first. Merlin also has a super bed. Merlin is my goldfish. His pet item is this goldfish TV. I see him as my little dungeon master. I think that's why I think of him as a dungeon master, with the big table and his little wizardry stuff. He has a dispenser in his room for these gummy fish, and then the hat you can actually interact with. It's like a magic 8-ball. Today is a great day to be a wizard. You're telling me, mate, but let's keep it going. So then we have Pearl's room. Pearl is my bottlenose dolphin. I think that's the pet for next year. I don't see Pearl in here. Is Pearl not in here? If she's not in here, I can't take her out. So I guess Merlin will stay with us. But her pet item is this little bottlenose dolphin. It's not a statue. It's a fountain, and she also has a super bed. I wanted to go for like a sunken ship that the dolphin now lives in vibe, and it really works with this like deep sea stove. Oh, I love it. It's so good. She also has the Dogbeard's chest in here, which I thought was funny. You know, a little nod to Dogbeard. But in the Dogbeard throne, I don't think that's Dogbeard's throne. I think it's like the wolf one. It just says Ethereal Throne, but it's got a wolf on it. If anybody knows her name, please let me know. But let's keep going with Merlin. If I bump into Pearl, we're of course take Pearl. Oh, this is my pink bubbles room. I made most of this from the theme that you get only on the iPhone app or the phone app, but it also has some of the neon and neo-gothic theme. It just looks so good, especially because it's underwater, and underwater rooms kind of suck. But I really like this room. I think I did a really good job. Let's give him a bath so that he can pretend to be happy. Just pretend, my son. But we're rotating that around. Oh, now we're in Gherkin's room. He's my signature sea turtle. His pet item is his bed, and he has I think this fountain is the only thing that you can't get from the e-store. I mean, not from the e-store, but like it's an exclusive item. There it is. Oh my god. Wow. Really had to think hard about that one. But some of the helping paws stuff that I have is in there. You saw it on the chairs. Here's my love capitalism room. Of course, Valentine's Day is a ploy to get people to buy things in the in the new quarter. But it's got all my Valentine's Day stuff. Oh, and it's got a plant that I can pick. But it could be better. I do want better Valentine's Day chairs, but the Be Mine chairs are fine, I guess. They're sharing a piece of cake. It's so Valentine's Day. This sapling, though, is really cool. I got it for free because Webkinz gave out the saplings one time. And you actually get to choose what you want the base of the tree to look like, the thing around the tree, and then also what you want on the tree. Super fun. I think they give you 3 options for each. And there are a lot of different saplings. This one's just Valentine's Day themed. Baseball. I'm pretty sure I called this room based, and that's it, because I have no idea what else to put in here. Again, Kalo don't do sports. Kalo's waiting for them to give Kalo more sports things. Ugh. This is my... Oh god. It's something of beasts. I don't know. Ode to beasts. My beast statue room. Most of these are exclusive items. I don't even know where the Raziel one is from, but this is big. And this is how big I wanted the Raziel slide to be. The Raziel slide is so freaking tiny. But, of course, gotta put your statues somewhere. Gotta make flower gardens. But, love that room. We're in Spirit's room. He's my Keeger Mustang. He's got, you know, food that I need to pick. And I don't know if there's anything particularly cool in this room other than the spree bed and this. I can't say that nothing is cool because the little desk that he's sitting at is really cool, but you can't get it, so I'm sorry. It was some kind of collection item, but it's so good. I love anything that has like so many little tiny things on it. This is the Wacky Tree Orchard where we harvest the body of Christ every Monday. And actually it is ready to be picked. I'm not aware of it having rain anymore. I don't think outdoor rooms have rain. But as you can see, I try to monopolize as much possible room as I can for all of my food items. You will see when we get closer to my other rooms. I don't know. When we get to my farm. But yep, this room is essentially just a farm room. It is my orchard though, and it carries all my wacky trees that you get from feeding it wacky popcorn. This is Sandwich's room. Sandwich's pet item is actually in the middle of his room. And most of this theme is retired, or you have to find it in the curio shop, or you have to get it through the Webkinz news boxes. And then we're in my my starlight room. I think that's the name of the theme. I liked putting the starlight and the beach theme together, like the beach house theme. It really worked. The light blue really helps the whole thing. If you want to make this bed, you need the Adventure Park trail mix, a banana, and a sugar berry. And if you put that on a stove, you can make that bed. But you do have to have Adventure Park trail mix. And that little trap door actually it opens up the map to your house. This is this is this is my koala's room. She has a very poor name, so I'm gonna say it quickly. It's Chlamydia. She lives in my dorm, of course. Here she is, just doing her thing. But Sandwich, do you wanna? She's gonna sleep for a little bit while I work out Sandwich. But yeah, I made a little school area. I felt like it would be funny to have like a bunch of animals named horrible things. I want to have hand, foot, mouth. So I think it would be hand, foot, mouth would be three different pets. Or I was thinking of naming one like MRSA and naming one like whatever the kissing disease, mono. I feel like all of these would be really funny. Now we're in Victoria's room. She has some cool stuff in here. She has I call it her containment unit where she like cleans off all of her germs because I think she's a germaphobe. But she has mostly the neo-gothic princess and some of just random themes. The thing she's sitting in right now is actually from Spree. But I really love the neo-gothic theme. I also really love that pink theme that's from the Webkinz news boxes. This is Wasabi's room. He is my Chinese dragon. He also has a dispenser and one of my super deluxe prizes, which is this little bridge. And I think you can also sit under the bridge, but I don't know how you have to approach it. You have to approach it a certain way to get it to work. It's really cute in here. It's super it's super adorable. I got him for the Year of the Dragon because of course I did. Okay, this room, I have to get a pet to put in this room. It's beautiful. It's technically like my library room. She's a reader, whoever she is, because she's not in here clearly. Give me a second. What is this item? Oh, it's the it's the little trike. But there are some really cute interactive things in here. I don't think this counts as a no. But it's just a really cute garden room. God, I love a garden room. And then we've got my Deny Society room, which has this bridge, which is the only way to get across this river is to go over that bridge. Love it. And I've got two little houses that he can sit at. And he sticks his little head out the window. So good. He also has the Nefaria stove, but everything in here is pretty much very interactive. And it's just my little fairy room of love, and I love it so much, and it's perfect. Um, but this is as cottagecore as my Webkinz accounts gets. I mean, it isn't, but it is. This is Skidmark's room. He lives in a suitcase on the side of a camp, and he just does whatever he desires. His pet item is the shower that he's in, and he's kind of a weirdo. He's kind of a weirdo. Kids have to kind of like not deal with him when they're at camp. That's kind of the vibe. Is like I'm the weirdo that's like on the outskirts of the camp because you don't own the lake. You know what I mean? He's one of those guys. This is Ditsy's room. Perfect timing because Coachella's happening right now. I don't even know. Ditsy has a dispenser for celestial s'mores. She's got a little. God, what would you call that thing? A bounce house. I'm actually going to have Skidmark jump in the bounce house as well so he can have a good time. She can sit in a few of these items. I think that you can sit in the tickets. I used this bookshelf so that I could have the other side of it, which is great because I have so many of them. So I just like use them in different ways and make the rooms different. Oh, but her pet item was that little vanity that had the lights going, which I love. This is Aquamarine's room. Her pet item is the bed that she has, but she also has a dispenser in here for the blue coral candy, I guess. She can't wear shoes, so I can't switch out her shoes. And she's just wearing one thing. Great. But we'll just keep moving on. I love how this room works. I think that the glass theme goes really well for an underwater room. This is my orca's room. Her name is not Maneater. Why do I want to call it Reaper? Reaper and Maneater. So Reaper is my orca. Um she's super cute. If you sit in there are flies, which I think is funny because like dead things, flies. Um, these bookshelves really do wonders for this room. It makes me so happy. But again, as you know, I do not put underwater rooms. I do not put flooring in underwater rooms because it ruins the flooring that they already have. And I love the flooring that they already have. This is my tombs room. I was going through something, so I made a room full of tombs. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, Then we've got Rory's room. Rory has not been put onto my Webkinz account yet. He is my lionfish, and this will be his room. But this is Rory's room. The pool is the best item in here, in my opinion. Or maybe the crock pot. The underwater crock pot is also really good. But once I see him, maybe he'll have a better item, and I'll make him a different room. But for now, this is just an underwater room that I have. Ooh, okay, this is Hatchet's room. I kind of made this one based loosely around Supernatural because Hatchet Moose gives me, you know, like Sam and Dean vibes. But there's a lot of things that he can interact with here and go into, and the haunted the haunted porta potty is probably my favorite part. But yeah, he's got a lot of cute items. I think this is a family score item, the Gone Fishing Pond. I have all of my family score items, as you can see, and as you can tell from my family score. I've got a really good family score. This is my Campkins room, of course. It's as Campkins as they get. We've got the guitar next to the campfire, which can't do any better than that. Archery next to the campfire, also can't do better than that. Arts and crafts, dining hall, and the infirmary. What else do you need? I would say more of a day camp, for sure, than the sleepaway camp that maybe other rooms have. This is Alan's room. He has Hatchet's item in it, actually. Hatchet's pet item is this little, like, I'm gonna call it a spy place. It's a little spy area. Um, and Alan has a really cool stove as well that he that technically counts as a stove. And I really love this bed. I don't know when we got it, but the fact that it goes right with all these rocks, and then I also have like this lookout point. Alan gives me weird vibes that he's hiding from something, and he's really scared that it's gonna find him. But his watchtower. But his pet item is that little hidey hole thing that is in the ground because he's a prairie dog. Yeah, yeah. Um, this is this is Corduroy's room. Corduroy isn't in his room right now. But his pet item is his bed, even though it doesn't count as a bed, and it sends me up a wall that it doesn't get counted as a bed. But it's technically a golf course. I made it. It's a country club, but it's like a golf course. I love it because, of course, you can golf. Oh yeah, hole in one. What a great job, Alan. Great shot. Great shot, son. Um, yeah, I wonder where he is. Then we've got Pickles' room, which is my Dino Land room. He's got one of my best items for sure. This big old slide that I got for 1,000 e-store points on Black Friday. It's so good. This floor piece is another family score item, and his bed is also a little dinosaur. When they made the dinosaur theme, I had already kind of made this room, so it was easy to just take everything out and make more dino theme. I loved it. And also the lava for for historical accuracy. And then we've got Slay. Slay's room is, of course, holiday themed. She's got a pretty good hodgepodge of holiday things. You just get so much holiday stuff that you just have to keep making rooms, and then you have to get pets that are holiday themed to go in those rooms. And I love the Fladoodles, which is what Slay is. She's a holidoodle. I guess they're the doodles. I don't care. They're a bird and they're shaped like that. They're a fladoodle to me. But she's the holodoodle. Do they even have a fladoodle? They should. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't. Um, and then this is flight school. So adjacent to flight school is the dorms for flight school. And I'm gonna make her jump around and eat this and keep going. But I thought the lighthouse would be funny for like flight school. And then also the volleyball net, I think, is like the catch net for them. But it's still a school and they still get graded. Ooh, okay. This is Peggy Sue. Her room is like white trash country what would you call, like, trailer park trash? That's what I was going for. I love her. She's got some pretty good items. Her pet item is, of course, her little shower that she just used. And she has the same bouncy castle that Ditzy has, but she's got a lot of cute items to interact with on here as well. And then we've got Paisley's room. She has a super deluxe item, but most of the stuff from her room is from Zum World, Zum Land, um, which this is what you get when you're finished with all of the Zums. When you take a picture of every single Zum, you get a tiny Zum World for your house. She has a dispenser for a snow cone machine, a super bed, one of my truffle trees, and I already said the super deluxe slide. You guys saw her do that when we first walked in. Cool. But I do like it when it snows in this room because then it looks like it's all on clouds, and I love it. I love it so much. This is Celeste's room. I kind of call it my little fairy garden because Celeste is a fairykins kitten. She has my Google's pet item in here, which is this little Google's pond. Small Googles bring great joy. Yes, they do. And she's got a little garden greenhouse and her little house, but mostly all about butterflies here, and I love the butterflies. But this is one of my favorite rooms and one of my oldest rooms. This room is for my stone lion. I have a little spot open for his pet item as well. It's zodiac themed because I'm a Virgo. So he has some of the really good, really expensive, rare items from the curio shop, the emperor theme or whatever the purple theme is in the curio shop. And then I also spent e-store points on the bed because nothing was good enough, okay? Nothing was going to be as good as this bed for this room theme, so I'm not changing it. But he doesn't live in there because I haven't adopted him yet. Then we've got my desert room, which is where my camels were supposed to live. I made this whole room to fit the camels and all of their things, and yet, and yet, I didn't do it. So we have this item for my curly camel and this one for my regular camel, or vice versa. And then we've got the new Webkinz hippo. It has this little lazy river thing that I love so much that I put in here because it had room. And then another little slide. I think this is also like nope, just a seat. And then this is a bathtub. Actually, we can bathe Celeste. She's so pretty. I did get her for free by buying a year of deluxe because the fairykins pets are so cute. What am I supposed to do? Not want them? You're wrong. Deeply. So it's technically like an oasis because there's water. Then we've got my other Campkins room. This is definitely more central Campkins room. I think Skidmark's room is right out here, but Cole lives in here. I actually got this pet from one of my friends in grade school. She just gave me the code, and I wasn't going to complain. So it was a great spot to put my bed. I think I got that bed from the super surprise boxes when they did that in on their 10-year anniversary, where everybody got super surprise boxes. I'm so lucky I was playing then. I'm so lucky. And then next to Cole's room, we have my honky tonk diner. So this is the honky tonk diner. It's got like a little dance floor, some bull riding animatronics, and then it's a diner. And it's got a little pool table. And then my volleyball room. Enough said. I have to figure it out. Underwater rooms are hard, you guys. I made a volleyball room. Um, and then we've got Maneater and Seaman's room. Yep, that's his name. Um, God, Cole. There's only 2 seats in here. Actually, you can go in the cave. Um, here's little Seaman and Maneater is of course the shark. The shark's pet item he is sitting on right now, and the seahorse's pet item is this little seahorse statue. Um, but some of my pets have some crazy haha names. This is my rave pool room. Of course, it's a rave underwater, so it needs to have a pool. But the the light show that I've got going on behind it actually makes this whole room. I really enjoy the rave that I've put in my Webkinz house. It's really good. I want to go here. I want to go to that rave. And then we've got Gail's room. It's like a little bit of a salon. It's definitely a fish salon. And her pet item is this fish bathtub. And I love the idea of a fish salon because they're getting their fins done, and it's just like, because they got fins. She's adorable, and I love Gail. But let's keep going, Gail. God, I'm gonna leave my fish outside, and it's gonna make me so sad. We've got Meatloaf's room. Meatloaf has a lot of the trading card theme. Her pet item is I think it's called a Grange, but I'm just gonna call it a grill. The grill that has her little horns. It's adorable. But most of the other things that look like they're card themed are from the Series 1 trading cards that I got from doing those codes. But I did spend Eastore points on the bed. What was I supposed to do? I didn't have the bed when I was making this room. I have the bed now, but I didn't have the bed when I was making this room, and I'm not going to unmake it. And also, I love that bed, so I can't take it from her. Meatloaf lives next to Catan. Catan is one of my Webkinz that looks like that, and I'm sorry it looks like that because it's the pet that looks like that. The new Webkinz, before Webkinz decided that their new Webkinz were ugly, have really gigantic eyes. They're Webkinz Next pets. These are the Webkinz Next pets that I have, but Catan is one of them. So his room is based around the game Catan. It's got sheep and farm and all of those things. And this is his farm because when you have 220 pets, which is how many I have, you need to be able to feed them all, and it does become problematic. That's all I can say. So I do hoard just about everything. Just about everything. But we'll just move right on through. But the flowers on the border, so good for outdoor rooms. Don't be putting those flowers on your indoor rooms. Here's my spring fair. I've got a slide, of course. I took a wacky out of here, so hopefully I'll get something else for it. Oh, I didn't even let that girl go down the slide. She's got 2 more of my truffula trees and another super deluxe prize, I think from 2023. I could be wrong. I have a video about it. But we'll just keep going on. That was my spring fair. And then we've got Rarity's room. We adopted Rarity last month because it was the pet of the month. Her room is beautiful. This is her pet item, this beautiful lounge chair that she's got going on. It's glorious, and I love it so much. I think even if the lounge chair isn't my favorite thing that she has, it's probably the greenhouse, because it does hold seeds, but it's so good. And just purple in general. I love a good purple room. But we'll just keep moving on. And I've already taken care of 13 pets, so I'm killing it. So Rarity lives next to Jupiter. Jupiter is my pinktastic peacock, I think. She has my Jumbleberry Fields bed and a lot of the items from the soft gray theme that you get from the Webkinz news boxes. She also has a Jumbleberry Fields. God, what's that thing called? Cabinet? I'll say cabinet. But I turned it around so you can't see the color on the front, so it works better. But anyway, we'll leave Rarity in here and take Jupiter with us. But yeah, she had both purple rooms until I adopted Rarity, and then Rarity took one from her. Curtis lives in my, I'm gonna close my door. Give me 1 second. Okay. Curtis lives in my like frosty treetop room. He's got my Ice Dragons PSI. He's got his own PSI, which is what he just got his maple syrup from. You can actually spin this thing around and make it have different colored leaves, but I like it no leaves. I like it no leaves. It also has a super bed. I think I said that one, and just a bunch of other little like ice sculpture type things. I love Curtis. He's one of my favorite pets. And you can get him for free in April because when Webkinz does their, as you can tell, there were medallions for him floating around the screen. So in April, they actually give away extra medallions for him so that you can get one by the end of the month. And then if you log in on April 29th, it's Webkinz Day, and you get 25 free tokens for him. And I love him so much. I will not be getting another Curtis this year, though. I have no interest. Oop, I'm changing everything around. Leave him in that outfit. But Curtis. And then I have my hanging tree because it's supposed to be like haunted, but it's also supposed to be like we're all fun and having a good time, so hanging out. It's fall themed, of course, and kind of Halloween themed, but it has my jam maker stuff in here. Nobody lives in here. There's no bed. Nobody will ever live in here. I'd have to get rid of the trees to do it. And I don't want to do that because they make it haunted. You know what I mean? Now we're in Bush's room. He is my wombat. He's got a really cool bed, and his pet item is this little, like, dug hole. Wombat hole. You can't really see the sign the way that I have it turned, and that is intentional. Sir, where are you going? Wow, I really made him go all the way around. Poor guy. He's really trying his best. But yeah, I really love how this room came out. I love the egg rug. The egg rug. I put that thing underneath the ice creams in Taffy in Taffy's room, and it looks so good. Oh, we've hit farm. So we're gonna have 3 rooms of farm for me to get through before we can get to another room. But that doesn't mean that I don't have stuff to pick in these rooms. Oop, I gotta move chat a little bit more. Okay, great. But again, the flowers on the edges, they're just so beautiful. I love it. Sick. Keep on moving, my guy. And then we've got my fall fair room, which it's so beautiful, and I'm so sad that I don't come in here more often. It also has a really cool house and like the tickets booth you can sit in as well. But I think my favorite item in here, if it's not this beautiful trellis, is this wood basket. I don't know why. I love the wood basket so much. I made this whole room off of that wood basket, kind of. But not really, but I'm not joking. He's got to walk around a lot of stuff to get out. Oops, sorry, bud. His name is Bush. Sorry, Bush. But you did it. Oops. This is Tiger Lily's room. She has some of the retired lily pad theme. She has the frog's bed. I think that's the regular frog's bed because my frog got a much better room. And it just happened to work out better. Favorite item in this room, probably the desk because it's so beautiful and I love it so much. But let's just keep going, little Tig. I love this pet. Tiger Lily was one of my favorite students that I used to teach, and I made a webkin for them. Now we're in Bean's room. Bean's room recently got an update, which is when I put this little den house in it. Bean's room. It's got some of the lily pad theme. I don't know. I like it. It's attached to the gym and it serves utility, but it's not really anything special compared to all my other rooms. Bean just lives in here, and Bean is the special thing that's in this room. It's the manatee. Uh, I don't make the rules. I just think them up and write them down. I have my Atlantis theme because I figured I needed to have it because it's in the curio shop. So I just made a room with it. Um, it's okay. I never come in here. I never want to be in here. It's okay. It's a fine theme. It's a fine theme. I just haven't figured out a way to make it work with anything else, so I don't buy it. We've got Tacky's room, which is hilarious because it has this giant tile homage to her. Um, but this isn't her pet item. Her pet item is this little like flower garden. I don't think you can hold anything in here though. Nope, it's just decoration. Love it. Tacky gives me woman who just got back from Marshalls and spent way too much money. This is my underwater water park. Um, I can't believe Tacky's the one that I'm bringing here because she definitely doesn't deserve it. Just kidding. She has a fish on her head as a fish, and that's enough. But this is one of the gyms in my house that I'll use to like take care of my pets because that's how you get your family score up is by taking care of your pets. So I try to take care of as many as I can throughout the day. She will do the really cool trick on the slide from 2019, 2018. Who knows? This is Sledder's room. Sledder's bed was also a bed that I got from, I don't know how I got that thing. I think this was also one of the beds that I received for the super surprise box. Who knows? I got that bed. It's definitely e-store bed. He also has this little skiing mountain that he has to walk all the way through. If you haven't noticed, my rooms are really tight. So he's got to walk around the giant maze that I've built for him. And then we're in Venus's room. I call her room Needy Garden because it's Eden backwards and it's got like the apple tree in it. And also it's funny that Eden is needy backwards. It made me really happy. So it's my it's my needy garden. Most of the stuff is Valentine's Day stuff from ages ago, and then the tree dispenser. And her pet item is the wishing well. More, more farm. Don't mind me, just more farm. We'll actually get to Picnic's room after this, and then have another room of farm. Love to see it. Love to see it. Also, Venus is in her only not red outfit. It's kind of weird. She has one outfit that's not red. Here is Picnic's room. She has a cute little picnic basket bed. Love. And of course, I usually take her on the loop around her room because there's farm all the way around her room. So I just make her do all of the gardening when I play with her. Some of my pets have jobs. They have to. Not everybody gets to have a cushy lifestyle, especially like certain pets have to take care of the rest of the house. Picnic is one of those pets. But she'll, continue. I wish I had more of those flowers to go in that room, but it's fine. This is Wishbone's room. He is, of course, a turkey. I know that it's kind of horrible to name a turkey Wishbone, but I love him to death. His pet item is the little hammock that he's sitting in, and he has 2 dispensers, the apple tree one from the Needy Garden, and then his own little maple syrup tree. My favorite item in here is probably this tree seat. I know that this one is like 200 wish tokens, but the tree seat is the best. And of course his ragtime piano. It just hits. It hits so good. And he has a little pool, which is that pond. We've got my Fine Pine room. I did make this after Harry Styles made his Fine Line album and got Jezebel and Jeffrey in here. Jeffrey has better stats, so I'm going to take care of Jeffrey. Actually, I'll take care of Jeffrey real fast. The flowing ribbons bed I did have to get with Eastore with not Eastore points with wish tokens. I bought that thing with 300 wish tokens, and then it was just on the wheel, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? How dare you? How dare you? After all this, do this to me?" Um, uh, this bed is actually not a bed; it's a trampoline. How dare they? And her pet item is this cute little I don't and her pet item is this bird bath, and Wishbone is actually sitting on Jupiter's pet item, which you can tell because it's got her little like flare. And then we'll just keep going. So this is the end of my backyard, actually. That's the last room in my backyard. We have now entered the house. It's only been an hour, and I've got so many rooms. So I have 3 birds that live in here: Mary, Jane, and Maria Joanna. Um, no idea why. They have all 3 of their pet items in here. The canary's pet item is this boombox with the sunflowers. The robin's pet item is this boombox. Um, it's more of a jukebox. And then the hummingbird's pet item is the chair that the robin is sitting in. The robin being Maria. And then they each get their own bed. This room I based off of my old roommates because we all played Webkinz together and we would play all the time. And so I made a room for us, of course, in my Webkinz World. Duh. And now they all hate me and they don't want to talk to me anymore, and that's fine. Oh, I didn't take any of them with me. It's fine. Jezebel will just keep going. Icarus has my first deluxe theme. When I first got like the deluxe consistently, this was the theme that they were running. It's the Cozy Condo theme. It's my favorite theme. Bring it back. All of these items are incredible. I love every single item I got from this theme. I want more. Her pet item is, of course, this swan window pane. It's technically a mirror, I think. Meh. But I also have her have a swan car. And for those that know Junior's pet item is this big egg chair. I don't like Junior. I don't care. He doesn't get his item. Blech. But let's keep Icarus going. I based her off my grandma because I love my grandma and I love Icarus. Because my grandma flew too close to the sun, and that's because she has skin cancer. Way to go, Grandma. We are in my diner. This is Colonel's Diner. He has a Kinz cash dispenser, which I pretend to call the ATM. And he has a super bed, which is the waffle bed. But this is, of course, a regular diner, and it's got regular items that are hot and ready just the way you like it. But this is actually Wishbone's diner, and Colonel just takes care of it because Wishbone is too lazy to actually do it himself. Bad guy. Now we're in Poe's room. Poe, childhood pet, of course, because I have no creativity. He has a lot of the gold leaf theme from Spree, so that's what he's got. He's got a lot of stuff for that. The golden toilet's probably my favorite thing in this entire room. But his pet item is a fridge, and it's in my fridge room, and we'll get to the fridge rooms, guys, don't worry. But this part of my house is where most of my childhood pets live, because I've had them for so long that my house has grown out this way from the backyard. So the backyard, like further out you go from this line where the backyard meets the house, is where my oldest pets are. This is Squirmy's room. It's a mushroom. It's got a it's got a dispenser tree as well. Some of the items in here, mostly just the table and the chair and the big couch, are from the Magic Mire. When you complete getting all of your charms, you do receive those 2, and one in Icarus's room as well. It's got a glass pane instead of a wood pane, but it's fine. I made this room based off of mushrooms alone, and I love it. I know it's got the Mad Hatter wallpaper, but it's so good. Wait. Don't run off. Do a little dance for my friends. And let's keep going. All right. But my favorite part is the little yellow brick road. I wish I got more items for that, but I kind of have to wait every single time I do the deluxe prize machine because that's where I get them from. We've got Journey and Despero's room. Journey is my love puppy. Don't you dare. I'm trying to click on Journey. Okay, perfect. Um, Webkinz actually gave me the code for my love puppy for my birthday a few years back, so this is my biggest flex, is that I have the love puppy code. Um, but this is of course one of my Valentine's Day rooms, duh. And they have matching beds, of course. Journey and Despero. So we'll take Journey for the rest of the ride because Despero's my little white rat, but I do have him in plush right next to me, and Journey's on my bed next to my love elephant and love lion. Um, this is my Christmas wedding barn. Um, it's got as much Christmas stuff as I can fit without being upset that it's for the wedding. Thanks for the gift, Ray. But it has a dispenser. Well, no, that's a seed, technically. And just the cutest little harp. I think the harp really makes it. I used to have a piano there, but I took the piano off. I just really enjoy the harp better for this room. And then we've got like the bridal table, and then the people who came, and then the bar, and then the dance floor. And I think this is also a song machine. Koala Holiday Jukebox. Nice. It's a holiday jukebox. And then we've got my other sleepover room because Webkinz gives you too many. Webkinz gives you too many sleeping bags. But it has my pewter panda's pet item and my God, what's the white cat? Not the Himalayan, but the other one. His name is Anubis, and we'll see him, and I'll say this one. This is his pet. This is his pet item, but it's this fluffy white couch. If anybody knows what pet it is, put it in the chat. Persian. Thank you. Yeah, the pewter panda couch, really good. But other than that, this is just my sleepover room. It's got games. It's got mess. It's perfect. This is my mud room because it's the last room before the outside. So it has, a little bathroom, the entrance to the outside, and then like a little beach window. It's gorgeous. It's a tiny little beach room without it having to be too beachy because it's also a bathroom. This is my kitchen. Is it disgusting? Yes. Is everything all over the floor? Yeah. It's gross in here. But it's because Crumpet makes it so. It's disgusting. But my favorite item in here is probably the dishwasher. I think it's the only thing I can interact with without messing up anything else. And you can actually get this from the Antique Monkey right now. It switches to look like both of these, which is great. It's a great item. I love items that do that, when you rotate them and they turn into different items. Eee! My favorite. My favorite. This room is the oldest room in my house. It has looked like this since the beginning of time. This used to be my favorite pet, Pinkie Pie's room. My childhood pets, Velvet and Crumpet, live in here. They have two super beds. One is retired, the apple pie bed, which is the one from my childhood that I loved so much. It's like the only thing I didn't sell. And I have my retired sandwich table. The cheese table is actually Despero's pet item, and then I also have the cheese bed. But it's kind of comedy that I have these things because I don't like cheese. It's also like why I like pineapple stuff so much, is because I'm allergic to pineapple. Like, I don't like cheese, but I like having cheese things. Yeah, the sandwich table is incredible. I miss the fruit theme. Okay, I miss this couch. You know how many rooms I would put this couch in if it were still available in the W shop? Every room. Every room. But yeah, this is my childhood account. That was my childhood room. Nothing has changed out of that room. This is Dasher's room. He is my one of my childhood pets, of course, because you know Dasher. Sorry. He has one of the coolest items, which is this Webkinz tree that you can decorate microscopically. You can choose every ornament, and you can choose the the tree base, and you can choose the garland. You can do just about everything, as long as you have the code for one ornament. So when you put a Webkinz ornament into your account, you get the whole tree. You get everything in it. You don't have to worry about getting more ornaments to get more ornaments for the tree. It gives you the whole thing. And then if I leave the room and come back, it will change into the tree that I've made it. But this is what I like. It looks the best in the room. It needs to have the blue. I don't care. This is what used to be my only holiday room. So I had just about every single holiday item in here before I started making more holiday rooms. But that's why it's so jam packed. He has my God, that Secret Agent Elves movie promotional sled, and then he has his pet item sled, and then he's got like this slide in here as well. And this present that he has is also a trampoline. The jumpaline. I love it. But let's keep him walking. This is another one of my winter rooms. I call this Whomville instead of Whoville, but it's just where I put all my big winter rooms, houses. You had to build some of these, and some of these I just received, so I just stuffed them all in a room and called it Whomville. What are you gonna do about it? Copy me, as you should. This is Envy, one of my childhood pets. I feel like I'm gonna say that way more than enough. He's got my car collection. Of course, he's got my garage theme that you get from the curio shop, and he's got a bunch of other weird car stuff that I've picked up from the years. He's got a bunch of cars, my red and orange and yellow cars only. It looked better with the theme, I'm sorry. And then he has his pet item, which is this racer car. The little turtle shell car that he has. Love it. Anything that I could find that would go with car went in this room. It used to be just stacked with cars and had only a bed in it, but now it looks nice. We've got Andromeda and Cassiopeia's room. Let's see, are either of them good? No, we'll take Cassie though. They have Cassiopeia's pet item, which is this giant chest, and I think they also have Bingo's pet item. He's my Mohawk puppy. So his pet item is in here. Oh, and Velvet's pet item is in here with another big chest. Because they travel a lot, as you can tell. I called their room Galactic Travels because they're both named after stars, Cassiopeia and Andromeda. Then we've got my train station, which has 2 beds and nary a pet to live in it. I haven't actually worked on what I want to do with this room yet. It used to be a medium room, but I moved it bigger. So it is okay. But this is now there's too much room for what I was trying to do with it. My favorite thing about this room is that this little train rail that I made continues into the room next to it because my Midnight Monsters item has a train rail that it breaks. I'll show you. I'll show you when we get there. Just remember that there's a train rail on the other side of the wall. I love doing stuff like this with my house. It just makes it more fun for me. But right now, I just have a very mid train room, in my opinion. Ugh. We've got China's room, which has all of my Egypt theme, because the Egypt theme I did not collect enough of before. So it's Egypt, half Persian. Her pet item is the Baddock elephant couch. But she does have 2 beds. She's got the flying carpet bed and the giant, Persian themed bed. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. And I love all the Egypt stuff, which is funny because I named her China and then named this room Egypt, which is funny. To me, I think it's hilarious. But she's like my Webkinz queen, so she deserves. And she has a crown of wonder, I'm pretty sure. I say this like I don't know. That's her mourning outfit. Her husband is dead, but here is her crown of wonder outfit. This is Harry's room, Harry of the Styles variety. I did make this room to be Harry Styles-esque. He's, of course, a Kiwi, very Harry Styles. But it's just like a musical room. And also, I know that this is supposed to be an H for helipad, but I thought it was funny it would be like an H for Harry. But Harry Styles. Then we have Marshmallow's room. I spelt this incorrectly as a child. Forgive me. She has my music room. Everything in this room is interactive. You can pretty much turn on most everything in here, except that, I guess. You've got the jukebox for the Googles. And then the helping paws. This tiny little like kids piano. All of these instruments. This is my plum porcupine's pet item and my groovy gorilla's pet item, which actually counts as a trampoline, which I love. And then we already saw the ragtime piano, but this is another item that I got for Cassiopeia. Interesting, interesting. Thank you for the gifts, Han. You're the sweetest. We'll just keep it going. This is Bongzai's room. She has a little yoga studio, and her bed is a retired spree item. She also has one of the strength items from like when you complete level 10 of strength. But I would say that my favorite item. Oh, and she's got Amadeus's pet item. He's my Gray Arabian. So his pet item is this little 3-wish genie lamp. You'll get a prize from the Wheel of WoW. Heck yeah, I will. But she's right next to the gym, so she's like close to the gym, but she's the yoga studio adjacent to the gym. Let's keep her walking. So remember what I said about how the train comes out from that wall? I lined it up perfectly in my head and also on the wall. It made me so happy. Anyway, this is Igor's room. He has, of course, a Halloween theme. His pet item is his own bed, the monster under the bed. But I have so much Halloween stuff I couldn't tell you from whence. But he's got like a haunted piano. And then like the Screams jukebox. And then he can play hide and go seek in the candy bowl. You can get this item from Webkinz News if you create a Webkinz World account. Then you can use your Webkinz World monies to buy something for your Webkinz account through that website while also getting prizes. Oh yeah, Webkinz News. If you're sleeping on it, I feel bad for you. This is Wednesday's room. Where is she? I was standing on her. Poor girl. This was a theme from ages ago, but it is one of my favorite Halloween themes that we've had. The haunted the haunted chandelier is the best, but there are a bunch of other items that she has that like transform. I don't think that one does anything, but she can go up these giant stairs. Yeah, this theme was goated. I wish I had bought way more of it because I desperately want more all the time, especially for this vanity. The vanities are so good, and I feel bad when I don't buy enough. Same with the standing mirror. Ugh, the standing mirror. I can't. I have to hold myself together. I have to leave the room. Okay, this is Abnorma's room. She has, of course, another candy room. Her pet item is her bed. I'm going to work her out real fast, too. I don't know if these are ready to be picked. They are not. But yeah, her like cotton candy hammock. And then I got the replica tree. It's not the original, but it is the replica. And I don't care. It looks exactly the same. And I got the the Easter egg. God, what is this thing called? Air balloon. It's not like I don't know what it's called. It's one of those balloon things, but it's not a blimp. You know what I mean? It's like steampunk, but I can't remember the name. Anyway, that's the super item from the white chocolate eggs, and so was this for 2025, I think, or 2024. The little Easter egg house. But the giant cinnamon blimp is not my favorite. The hot air balloon, that's what it's called. I'm gonna be stuck on that all night. What do you call that thing? Okay, now we're in my general store. It's got 2 dispensers. That bread dispenser actually gives you 3 different kinds of bread. It'll give you the soft breadsticks, then you've got a cheesy ciabatta, and then there's also a burrata that it gives you. My favorite item in this room is this phone. I love it so much. It's so antique, and also the fact that the dispenser moves. Another great item. But a tiny little medium room just full of stuff that I don't want in my house but need in my house, but also desire. Oh, thank you for the gift, Kylie. This is this is Anubis's room. Remember when I said to remember him? He's got some really cool beds. This one doesn't actually count as a bed, which is devastating, but he's got some of my kooky scientist theme, which is supposed to be the even harder theme to come by from the trading cards, which is the mind control couch. And then he has like a variety of other little weird science experimenty things. Um, I think that this thing is the only thing that actually opens. Yeah, to his little microscope. I love it. I love it. He does bad things. He's a bad guy. He likes to use mind control to take organs out of people's bodies. But that's just his lore, okay? I don't make up the lore. I make up the lore. Here's my bathroom. It's one of my only small rooms in my house. And it'll stay this small because it's been like this since the beginning of time. This is one of my childhood pets, one of my childhood rooms that I won't change. And I've got the the Kinsville Academy Beauty Studio in my bathroom. It just holds things, but it's got all the items on the sides, and I love it so much. The shower is probably my favorite item in here, though. You can get that beauty studio by passing level 5. Um, by passing level 5 in the beauty class. But you can only get it once. All the other classes, if you pass level 10 with different pets, you get the prize again, like the prize box. But not for cooking and grooming. Um, this is Pesto's room. Pesto is my baby penguin. Baby penguin. He has his pet item, which is this little bed right here. And he's got my moonberry jam jar maker. I don't know if anything else in here is a dispenser. Probably not. Again, this room used to be Pound Cake's room until I gave Pound Cake a not cold room because I felt bad putting a hippo in a cold room. I just went back the wrong way. But it's okay because it's about to be refrigerator time, you guys. I'm about to walk you through my refrigerator rooms. One of which being this one. I collect refrigerators. There's going to be a lot of these. Some of these items are really, really cool and they'll just sit in my refrigerator room because they're all full of food that I have hoarded. All of them are full of food that I have hoarded. And I'll never eat, and it'll stay in there forever because I have an Excel sheet that tells me where all the food is so that I can check it and make sure that I don't have 2 of the same foods. Anyway, this is Gilligan's room, Gilligan's Island, if you will. He's got 2 of these little palm trees that have coconut drinks, but they're a seed rather than a dispenser. I don't know where I got this slide. I think this is another Super Deluxe prize, the Super Surprise box. Just so good. And his little volleyball net, and he has a super bed. Let's keep it kicking, Gilligan. He also has the Don't Rock the Boat challenge chest. Here is my trophy room. It's got all my trophies in it. My favorite being, of course, the Webkinz Wisdom trophy, but I also have like my 20 years trophy, and just about every other trophy that I could stick in here is in here. I've run out of room, actually. I can't fit any more. Actually, I can fit 2 more, and that's it. And then I'm full out of room for this. But for right now, this will hold all my trophies. And this trophy case actually holds trophies as well. And this Webkinz trophy doesn't want to stay in the room, so I don't care. It works in my favor. I only have the trophies out here that look like they're on the outside of here, because what's the point of having 2 of them? You know what I mean? I guess I could take my Get 11 trophy and put it in there, but I don't want to. I love Get 11 Solitaire. It's one of my favorite games. Just like Tile Towers. Look at that big old Tile Towers thing. I love Tile Towers. Now we're in Amadeus's room. He is my pirate. He's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. He's just a little pirate. The pirate room is probably my favorite room to get when you're starting your Webkinz account. because then you never have to buy it again. You just have a tiny pirate room and you never have to worry about anything. But everything in here is very everything in here is very messy because he's a pirate. What is he supposed to do? This is Uni's room. She's my unicorn. I tried to name her Ribbon, and then I tried to name her Flower, and name two different Webkinz, Ribbon and Flower. So then I was like, I'm out of names, so I named her Uni. This is my Alice's Through the Looking Glass room because it does have my Alice in Wonderland theme, but it's all got that like glass aesthetic. It also has one of my Aztec items that I couldn't put in Jericho's room. But my favorite item in here is probably her tarot card table, um, which I got from the e-store on Black Friday. Ah, it's so good. The 10 of Diamonds. That's right, baby. That's the energy I'm coming to the freaking day with. I had a great interview today for a job that I really, really want. So pray for me. I'll tell you about it next week if I get that. But the card table is one of my favorites, and the Magic 9 ball. Ass. I can't. I used one of my um one of my pets of the month boxes on the 9 ball, and I hate it. I hate it so much. But the Plumpy's desk and like the smiling flowers, all of the Alice in Wonderland stuff is great. And this bathtub chair, phenomenal. But oh, and thank you. I'm so excited for it too. Okay, now we're in Bill's saloon. Bill is my Google. I named him Bill because I thought, like, his Bill is his whole face. He is a little Kins, and he does have my Bay Horse's pet item, which is this little bar. But it's so good. I love it so much. And of course, our Lord and Savior Wacky has made his way into the bar. We've got both the the surfboard and the pool table. Um, Bill's item is in another room. We talked about this. But he's just a little guy. He's just trying to make ends meet. Yeah, Black Friday is the day to go ham on Webkinz. The e-store doesn't know what's coming. Then we have Rocco's room. His pet item is this little pool table that you can play on. He's technically my mob boss. He also has my pug's pet item, which is this lounge chair. But he's hiding his assets, if you will. He's part of the mob. He's my Webkinz mob, and I love him. I love my Webkinz for my Webkinz mob. He lives right next to the gym, so we'll work him out in the gym. I know we started in here because this is where Lucas was. Lucas is not in here, but there is a dispenser in here, and he can interact with just about everything in this room because it's a gym. It's a home gym. Now we're into my Webkinz Superfan room. It's got a bunch of stuff from a lot of different trading cards. It has my trading card binders that actually track the trading cards that I've opened because they also have a code in them to like get the prizes. I've got all of the all of the items for series 2, not series 1. So I can show you all the items for series 2. They're also throughout my house. But most of this theme was from Webkinz's chain, like a super fan theme, and then on top of that, just regular Webkinz stuff that I get that I was able to just, throw in here and make it better. And it is better, and I love it, and it's perfect. But let's keep walking, because God, I don't have enough time to tell you everything about every single one. Actually, that little closet that was in there with the Webkinz dancing around, that came from this bag, I think. Oh no, the code is still on this bag. Don't mind me, but it came from a pet carrier. This is Bubbles' bedroom. Bubbles is my Whimsy Dragon. She has a super bed, a lot of e-store stuff, and she's got a lot of the items from the Doug Gem Challenge, which is when you trade items with Doug. Make sure to do it with the same pet every time, or he will continue to only give you the Rocky Road ice cream. Consistently go back to him with the same pet. You do have to do it on different days. You can go multiple times with multiple pets as long as you have enough gems, but you can go to him anytime throughout the day. You don't have to wait for that 1 hour for him to be there. One of my favorite things about this room is the fact that I have the Whimsy Dragon like mirror for my Whimsy Dragon. And then her pet item is right next to the final item from the Doug challenge, which is that beautiful, beautiful throne. But the wallpaper is also from the Doug challenge. And this cute little dragon music box that looks like a giant dragon egg. And I love it. Let's keep it moving. This is Lindsay and Lucas's room. Lindsay and Lucas are my childhood pets. Duh. Thank you for the gifts, Han. Um, Lindsay, Lucas. Lucas is looking fine. They this bulldozer is the only thing I've ever won from the Wish of the Day challenge. For those that know that that exists, I have won it one time. For this bulldozer, didn't know that that's what I was doing. Also, Kylie, thank you for your gifts. Oh my god, you guys are so sweet to me right now. I'm sorry I'm just like talking at you, but like I gotta get this done and we're not even halfway through. Um anyway, this is my jungle theme, probably one of my favorite wallpapers. I love wallpapers that go up and out and like completely take over the entire blue space that you have. But again, one of my oldest rooms because these are my childhood pets, but I did revamp it because when I was a kid, my childhood pets that weren't dogs all slept in one room called the bedroom, and it was like neck to neck beds, and all my pets were sleeping in there, and then I only played with my dogs because they would never ask. Oh, this is Lindsay's pet item. I sold this as a child and then somebody was selling it on Reddit, so I bought it for myself. I deserved it. It was $2. But this is for my little kins lion and lioness, whose names are Larry and Linda, because I don't know why all of my big cats have to have L names, but they do. Um, but here's their room. I made this ages ago for a pet that I have not put on my account for, I guess, probably like close to 6 years that I just have sitting at my parents' house. Here's Leslie's room. It's supposed to be like a dorm room because Leslie is the college that I went to. So she got her little diploma and she's got her pet item, which Lucas is sitting on. The only thing I hate about this room is that I can't edit this table out of here. There's a pink computer that's supposed to be sitting on top of this table that's stuck behind this because I can't move the table. It sends me. She also has my pink poodle's pet item, which is this little pink convertible. At least I had the wherewithal as a child to not sell the cars, but everything else I sold. Yeah, I'll have to talk to Webkinz about getting that fixed for me. This is Moxie's room. She lives in my little library. She also has a pet, super deluxe bed. But I really love everything in here for how many books I tried to fit in here. She's got the spree slide. She's got like everywhere that you can like read a book. I didn't let her go down the slide. She's got the book couches, and then I think this is the intelligence 10th level prize. When you get through the 10th level of intelligence at school, you can get one of these bookshelves if you decide. The book couches I've gotten mostly from the Super Wheels, which is where I've gotten both of them. This is my time warp room. It's essentially my museum, but also my museum of time. It is where I keep all of my money, which you would think, Kalo, you keep all your money somewhere else. This is where I keep my Dicekins coins. This is where I keep like all the like commemorative coins. I guess I don't need two of these, but like I gotta keep the Dicekins ones, and then like all my other Webkinz coins. They'll just stay in here. I also have like the little Webkinz coin book. I thought it was in here, um, but the time machine doesn't work anymore. But everything else in here I really enjoy. It just like stays in here. Nobody comes in here. It's administrative only. um, Then we've got Diaz's room, which is the 10-year anniversary room. He also has my 20-year anniversary time capsule and my 15-year anniversary fountain. Diaz was the pet that you received if you played Webkinz on the 10th anniversary. Everybody got a free pet, and it was Diaz. I thought I was doing something. I thought my brain was real big because I named him Diaz. And I love him. I would say the gender doesn't conform to Diaz. Diaz doesn't conform to gender. I am going to take care of Moxie real quick because this room does have a trampoline in it. But we'll just keep moving along. Most of this stuff is from the 10-year anniversary theme, and I just have kept it. And now we're getting back to the refrigerators because you guys forgot about the refrigerators. We've got 3 rooms of refrigerators coming up. First one is the most haunted, and you will have to watch my poor little boy walk all the way through it. This room is simply the cheapest refrigerator, and I bought all of them so that I could, keep as much food as I can. This is the only room that exists like this because I ended up just having enough refrigerators to make the rest of the rooms, so I didn't have to do that. All you can see is the little buddy. The little buddy used to be only for the pets that would go into these refrigerator rooms because that was intended. That was what was. I needed to be able to see where the pet was while I was going through each one. Um, but this is our last refrigerator room for a little bit. But of course, these are all refrigerators and they're all full of food. I can't go through it and show you every single item of food. We would all die before I got to the end. Then we've got Mystery's room. She's my Virgo horse. Her pet item is this Virgo horse shower, but I bought her on a special day and got a Virgo horse. Here, we'll have Diaz look at it. A Virgo horse telescope that actually shows you the constellation of Virgo. Love it. Um, you can sit in the big throne. That's the throne that you get when you complete the Alyssa Star Challenge. And the space theme I also received from the curio shop. Did I put you in here? Nice. It does count as a trampoline, which makes me happy. But most of the stuff was just the space theme. And oh, and I have the Chi Chi Chihuahua's pet item, but I don't have the Chihuahua. I traded someone for it. This was when I was still trading people. I know, crazy. Now we are in Stratus's room. This is one of the only rooms in my house that actually doesn't really stray far from the theme that it's made of. It's still planet themed. I would say that Stratus and Mystery are essentially 2 sides of the same coin. Mystery is like the god, and Stratus is not like the devil, but he's definitely the one that's like, you could be doing better. he's my shame, Webkin. I love him. He does have a Hummer, which I love. The Webkinz Hummer is so funny. I think Chlamydia also has one in her room. Here is Caesar's room. I call it his Caesar's addressing room because I think I'm hilarious. So this is where people would come to talk to him and ask for forgiveness or whatever. He has a super bed. He also has a lot of the medieval theme that you can get from the curio shop and some other, exclusive items. It's confession. Caesar's girlfriend, Cleo, lives in this room. Where is she? I don't know. Great question. Um, it's just a tiny little boho balcony. I pretend that they live together in his room and this is her getaway because she can't always be a princess. It's too hard for her to always be a princess. Thank you for the gift, Panda Pumpkin. This is Sweet Pea's room. Sweet Pea is my little pig. Her pet item isn't in here, but she has my sheep's pet item and a whole bunch of baby stuff. The baby stuff with the plush theme goes so well. I don't think they intended it to go so well with each other, but God, do I love it. And I love just finding themes like this that kiss so well. They kiss so good. They love. But we'll keep walking around with Sweet Pea. Because that was Picnic's pet item in there. We've got my little cafe. There's nothing in here other than the cafe itself. Actually, Colonel's pet item is the red egg chair with the other regular egg chairs. This is Pierre's art room. Where's Pierre? He's making NFTs. I always say that he's making NFTs because that's his little NFT computer. He makes art and then makes NFTs of it to make more money. You get it? You get it? He also has a super bed, and he's got a lot of really cool items from the creativity class from school. Because I've completed the creativity class from level 10 a few times, and he's got the spinner and the bookshelf for it. And I love it. I love an art room, so him having a potter's wheel and everything, it's just perfect. The creativity room was one of my favorites as a kid, and the fact that this is so good is. Then we have ribbons room. This is my other creative. Of course, I put them together. Remember when I said I named the ribbon unicorn incorrectly? First time I accidentally named my citrus dragon, which upset me deeply, okay? I wanted to name her Lemony instead of Melanie, or I was going to name her Melanie because it was going to be funny. But of course, those dreams died real quick too. So she is named Ribbon, and there's nothing I can do to change it. But she is my little like artist, more on the clothing aspect and the painting aspect, the crafter of the group. So she has a lot of my books that tell you how to like make certain clothes, and so like when I'm looking for that, I come in here. She also has Oreo's pet item, which is this little yarn ball couch. And a super bed. I don't know if I said that she had a super bed, but she's got a super bed. Now we're in Pinkie Pie's room, my first Webkin, my favorite Webkin, my perfect Webkin, my angel baby. Here she is, perfect girl. I love her so much. She has my super my super bed that's a dragon that actually breathes little dragon breath. Makes me so happy. One of my favorite items. I spent $10 to get that tree on my Webkinz account. I mean, to get that bed on my Webkinz account. I'm crazy. I don't care. But she's got like my favorite things. She's got a lava lamp. She's got the loader lounger. She's got the jukebox, the dice chairs, everything that was and could be Webkinz was in here. But like it's Webkinz, but like really cute rather than like Webkinz, like my Webkinz super fan room. You know what I mean? Anyway, we gotta keep walking. We're taking Pinkie only one room because on the other side of this is Sticky's room, and she is my charming rat. She has my like little witchcraft and wizardry theme. She has my black cat's pet item, which is this little bath. She has her own pet item, which is this cheese um, whiteboard that tells you different things. It's got the quadratic formula on it. She's got my Fairykins Kittens bed. She also has the Northern Trails. Oh God, what I don't know what it is, but she ponders the orb. This is another pet item, but I don't know what pet it is. Oh, it's the northern otter. There it is. The early otter gets the oyster. And then one of my favorite little hidey holes that Webkinz made, that was fan made, that looks like this. Oh, it's so good. It's so witchcraft. It makes me so happy. So this is Sticky's room. She also has that magical mirror above her bed. I don't know if you noticed that. Then we've got my froggy theme. My friendly froggy theme with a little bit of the orange and cream theme with it as well. Skibbity Ribbity lives in here, and so does Jeremiah. Jeremiah's the bullfrog. Skibbity is this freak. I feel like Skibbity is the pet that they have to hide in in the house itself because he is a terror. A terror. So we're gonna take Jeremiah because I don't want to even look at Skibbity. No offense to Skibbity. Full offense to Skibbity. Next to my frog room is Killian's room, which I got to name him Killian because I used 2 uppercase I's for the L's. So his name is technically Kian with 4 I's, but it looks like Killian to me. I named him after one of my best friend's pet dogs that recently passed, and I gave him a little lucky room because he was the lucky one of that litter for sure, even though he was the runt, and I loved him so much, and I helped them pick him out. But he's got my little Irish St. Patrick's Day room. And they just keep giving us more and more St. Patrick's Day stuff, so I don't really know what to do. And now he's stuck. He's stuck in that wall, and he won't come out. So we're just going to jump this way to Flower's room. Flower's room I based off of my mom because she loves giraffes and waterfalls. And essentially that's the entirety of this room. It should have more purple because purple is her favorite color. But I don't think that she's a very purple girl. I think she's very pragmatic. So I wanted her to have the leafy green theme from the curio shop. And also, give me one moment. I know that this is not what we were coming here to do, but ever since I did that little hack with the rug underneath the Oop, I just passed it. The rug underneath the lily pad, it just makes it look so much better. Come on, come on. You've got this. You've got this. It just fits so perfectly. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. It looks amazing. I sold her pet item as well. She used to have a TV that was her neck, and I sold that item, so I don't have it. This is my haunted oh god, haunted dungeon. There it is. That's got a secret passage door through the fireplace. So funky, so fresh. It was supposed to have a couch in here too, but I never ended up getting the couch, so I have to wait until I can get the couch. And then this room will be complete. But for right now, it looks a little bit empty. To me, I know that other people don't feel the same way, and that I'm psychotic, and that my house needs to be completely full of stuff for me to think that it's full. And it does. This is Chewy's room. She has my tiger snake's pet item, which is this snake pond. She's got a lot of the Nefaria challenge stuff. Floor, wallpaper, anything that looks a little bit witchier than usual is probably from the Nefarious theme. I spent Easter points on the bed because her bed used to be her pet item, but then I gave it to Gnaw, and we'll get there, okay? He's just at the bottom of my house, but her best item is probably this family score prize, which is this giant tree house that you get for having 300,000 pet family score family score points. There it is. Came out of me. But yeah, she worships Nefaria, as she should. I mean, look at her. Also, I'm so mad at this antique shop thing. I have gotten that dumb lemon jar thing every single day. I'm holding myself together. This is my superhero room. It's the superhero theme. I made the room to hold the theme, and that's all it does. Some of these items are in other rooms, but they have different uses in other rooms. This is simply the superhero theme. I could be putting more things on these walls. I should put more things on these walls. Who's next to this? Oh, we got Cusco's room. Cusco's room, the room for Cusco. He's got a dispenser. I also sold his pet item. Rad. But he is my conspiracy theorist Webkin. I think that he doesn't believe that Webkinz, he doesn't believe that Webkinz exist. He thinks that his world is made up. It's not Junior's prison cell yet. But here's his crazy conspiracy theorist room where he loves Dex Dangerous and he is a fanboy. So what is he supposed to do? Not be a fanboy? This is Sparkle's room. Sparkle is another one of my childhood pets, along with Cusco. She also has the moon pie dispenser and the super bed. And she's got my $40,000 TV screen, movie screen. That's all it shows you. It's devastating. You really want it to be something really cool, and it's just him putting his goggles down. All right. I have nothing else to say. This room is just so regular. It does have the little Webkinz studio in the corner, though. Then we've got my dog porch. It's just got a pool in it. I guess it's a bath. It's a bath. But she's just here for a little bit, so we'll just keep moving her right through. Again, I make tiny rooms, but they have to be like conceptual. They never actually are like a tiny room. You know what I mean? Here, let's work this girl out like one more time. And then, oop, I didn't want to do that. I'm just trying to click on it, but perfect. This is Pixie's room. I call it Pixie Hollow, but it's generally based around my childhood Girl Scout troop meeting place. My troop place. Pixie's pet item is this little tree hidey hole on the wall, which is really cute that she gets to sit in it. If she would sit in it, thanks, girl. And now she won't come out because she hates me. So fair. We'll go to Henry's room then. Yeah, Pixie's room's real good. Henry's room also has essentially one theme. He's got this giant hamster wheel. Absolutely sends me. I love it so much. And he has my porcupine Herman's, my hedgehog Herman's hedge of himself, if you will. But I don't think that my mammoth's pet item is in here. I don't think that I don't know where it is. But another one of those um, wardrobes from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. The wardrobe that I think you get from the pet carrier codes. I think that's one of them. And then we've got school, which I call SHHS for shithole high school. This is it. It's where I keep all my plushies. Because I actually don't like the plushies, so I hide them in here. Because I don't want to get rid of them. But they'll just sit in here. And then we've got Oreo's room, my other administrative only room, but it has my 10-year anniversary pups wallpaper, flooring, and bed. Oreo is my second Webkin of all time. He's my black and white cat. He has a dispenser. And I love anything that's got him on it, so I can put it in his room. This black and white cat clock is probably one of my favorite items of him entirely. Like, it's because it's so old, it also makes it better, but it's just a great item. And then this wardrobe was from the 10-year anniversary that I just didn't have or something. I don't know. I was gifted this, and I'm pretty sure it's a very rare item because every time this person would give me anything, it was a super rare item. And then he has my poodle's scooter. Marshmallow scooter is also in here. Now we're in Raphael's room. He just has my beach house theme, and his pet item is this little truck over here with little horns on it. He's a gamer, but he's not a cool gamer. He's just like I want to hang out with all my friends in an Airbnb gamer. Excuse me. They all just play together. They have no interest in like actually going crazy. This is Rita's room. I call it her speakeasy. Not that it is very speakeasy-esque, but just because it's like a underground karaoke bar, even though it's not underground, as you can tell from the windows. But Rita smokes a pack of cigarettes a day and loves karaoke, so that's her entire vibe. You know exactly who this woman is. And you've met her a million times before. And now we're in Cotton Candy's room, my third Webkin of all time. So she has my closets. I spent a lot of eStore money on this, but one of my rarest items as a child, and I knew not to sell it, was that prismatic chair. Ooh, it's good. Ooh, it makes me happy. She has a lot of rare items in here, but that's the best rare item that she's got. She also has Ted Rover's couch. And the compact coffee table is phenomenal, and I love it so much. Or the diamond car. I don't know. If I had to pick one, it would be the chair. If I had to pick one of the items, it would be the chair. We have my Go Google salon. It's the old salon theme, and I just like made a bigger salon for it. I love it. And of course, Google's themed with the Google's wallpaper and flooring. Eee! I did spend Easter points on the wallpaper because I had the flooring somehow. This is Gucci and Chanel's room. It's technically Chanel's room. She is my glamorous gorilla. She's my pink gorilla. Her pet item is this little chair that she's sitting in, her little club VIP chair. And then Gucci is my groovy gorilla. And his room is right next door, and we will take him there. His pet item isn't in here either. Oh, because it's the drum from Marshmallow's room that's also a trampoline. He barely lives in here. He lives in Chanel's house. He doesn't care that all of his stuff sits here because nobody's going to touch it. He's got a penthouse. Now we've got Frosty's room. Frosty's one of my first trans Webkins. I got her as a boy, as a girl. I got her as a boy and then was like, no, I'm regendering her. So she is a girl now, and I love her. But here is her neo-gothic slash Webkinz Paws, Helping Paws themed room. The green really makes this room stand out more. I like it a lot better. I do think of this room as a brothel, though. I think she does some unhinged things on top of those staircases. You know what I mean? Now we're in Milk Duds' room. He's one of my only pets that has graduated school, and by graduate I mean did level 10 through all of the classes. He's got a dispenser, he's got 2 trees, but he does have this cute melted chocolate room. He has the Mocha Dog's pet item in here. I don't own the Mocha Dog, but he's got a lot of the chocolate. Every chocolate item that I could possibly find, I put in here. Duh. And then we're in Icicle's room, probably my favorite childhood pet. I've redone her room plenty of times. It's never good enough for me. She does have the Series 2 trading cards super prize from when you get all of the cards. And the chateau floor and ceiling are the best. But she has a little bit of a Christmas vibe because, of course, it's winter. Um, and I, as a Catholic, would never have I wouldn't have a snow room without a Christmas tree in it, so I can't undo it. But I do want her to have some element of green. I think this is also the caterpillar's pet item. It is not. It is not the caterpillar's pet item, but it is a pet item of some pet. I think maybe the gecko, because the caterpillar's pet item is an outfit that I also sold because Squirmy doesn't have it anymore. Sorry, Squirmington. Yeah, my caterpillar's name was Squirmy. The gecko. Thank you, Bailey. So now we're in Celsius's room. He's my winter otter, snowy otter. His pet item, oh, is this big ice luge over here. But any reason to make another winter room that's not Christmas, am I right? So that's what he's doing. And we're going to keep taking him on a little trip to my completely empty room. My completely empty room that is just for snakes and ladders. You could play Chutes and Ladders on this room, and I actually left it open so that I could play Chutes and Ladders in this room. And then I had somewhere to put all my Adventure Scouts wall decals, because where else would they go? But yeah, it's just an empty room. The flooring is immaculate, but you do need to put it in a large room for you to be able to see all of it. Here's my arcade. Yep, I've got 2 at-home bowling alleys, and just way too much stuff. All of these, if you click on them, will take you to the game that they are a part of, except the Moodomatic. That one doesn't work anymore. I got the Adventure Park decals from the Adventure Park challenges that they had a few years back. But this is the entire... I think you can sit in the ticket booth. I think that's the only thing I can interact with without it. And of course I needed a party table because it's a birthday party Webkinz room now. More refrigerators? Nope. This is my... I made this room because I loved this item so much. It was an origami waterfall, so the water would come down and it would turn the wheel, and then the box would open and origami paper cranes would fly out. And this is what it does now. I don't think you guys understand how long that item has never worked. It literally just like disappears every time I click on it. God, I've missed that item so much. Oh my god, I don't know if I could ever hold back. It's one of the coolest things I've ever owned. It is also from the super surprise boxes I got in 2015. The the waterfall that you're looking at is the end prize for the Doug challenge, and also the flooring is from the Doug challenge as well. The fact that that thing worked made me lose my mind. Now we're in Watson's room. He has one of my favorite vintage items, which is Twister in a Pot. Somebody gave this to me. Thank you very, very much, because it's literally the coolest thing ever. He's got Cole's pet item in here and his own pet item, which is this little detective desk. Watson's over here, of course. I'm not going to take him. I'm going to see if I'm going to hit a pool before Celsius gets upset. So don't be mad at Watson for my decisions, but this is Watson's room. It's also technically kind of soccer themed. I feel like detectives in soccer are like they kiss a lot. This is my game arena, my board game arena, I call it. I just needed somewhere to put all my board games. And this is one of the rooms that I haven't moved that much since I was a child, so I left it as is. The two checkers chairs are probably my favorite item in here. Ooh, okay, we're in Marbles' room. He has my cheeky cat so stove, but I didn't put my cheeky cat in yet. So I have another one coming. Um and then I have the bunk beds, and all of this is from the mod rainbow theme that they were giving out a few years ago for the deluxe prize box. My favorite thing about this whole theme though is the sunken in couch that you get from Spree. It's just so good. And this giant rug. I love a big rug. Keep walking it, Celsius. Now we are in Cletus's room. His pet item is his bed, and he has a lot of this soft gray theme from the Webkinz News, along with some other items from the Webkinz News, and some Jumbleberry Fields items as well. But nothing to write home about. I'm sorry, Cletus. He is one of my favorite pets. I'm gonna say that a lot about a lot of them, but I mean it when I say it about Cletus. Oh, but I can't. Lola's right here. Lola's room. She's my first signature pet that I ever had. Um, her pet item is this little treadmill that Celsius is on right now, and Celsius is going to be ditched in her room. Sorry. Lola has a super bed, her wallpaper, flooring, and her item came with her, as well as this fountain. When I adopted this pet, I lost my mind. I was not prepared to get so many items and also make one of the best rooms in my house. I would like to think that this is one of the best rooms in my house. So we're gonna keep Lola and keep walking. It's just the blues all worked so perfectly together. I loved it. What was I supposed to do? And now we've got my two monkeys room. We've got Paul and Frank, named after that one artist that did the monkeys. I think Frank, Paul, great. Neither of them are good, but we'll take Frank. They're twins, but they're fraternal twins, and their pet items are both of these banana items. I don't remember. I adopted them on the same day, so I don't remember which is for which. But Paul is the sadder one and Frank is the happier one, so I have them color coordinated. Because Frank is cheeky. And then we've got Versace's room, which I do call him Versace. He is technically Chanel and Gucci's son, but I call him Versace. I love this theme. I like the new gothic theme in here looks so good, and also I kind of covered up the fact that this is the artist flooring with other things. I do like that this red bloodstain is over here because I do call this room Versace's murder because it's funny to me and me alone. But yeah, it's pretty great. Versace's room is really nice. His pet item is this little hanging tree seat that he's got. But he also has the vanity from the Halloween theme that I love so much. There could be more orange in this room now that I look at it. It's fine. It's fine. I'll survive. We've got my boutique. I'm call it Wish You Knew Boutique, like to wish you new things. Get it? Haha. It's got a little perfume area, which is you can get that from Spree, but it also has these really cute changing rooms that I really enjoy. I don't think anything else is pretty interactive. And then you also have the like little cash register area that I've made by putting three of the same item together, making it look like a bigger item. But these big shopping pieces, where am I going to put them? I just need to make a bigger room. You know what I mean? Let's keep going, Versace. Oh, we're in my Zatek support, like Aztec, but like Zatek, um, because it's the Aztec wallpaper, and also I made a little tech support, so you got like the reception counter, coffee, waiting, and then the person back here like fixing your computer with the phone. I spent I spent real money on that Blue Fadoodle phone from the Stay Away From Me music video. I just love it so much. It's super cool, and it had to work with my Aztec theme. Do I ever come in this room to see it? No, but it works in here so good I cannot explain. But that's our tech support room because you gotta need it. You're the tech support. This room I call the unavoidable hellscape. My two pets that live in here are Misfit and Titan. Misfit is my uh my nightmare. There it is. And he came with the unstable stable. And then Titan's bed is um the magma bed. But everything else in here is just red. Can you sit down so I can click on Misfit and bring him with us? And then this is the Webkinz Next Lion. Yeah, the Webkinz Next Lion's pet item is in here as well. Then we've got therapy is good for everyone. This is my therapist's office that I made in my Webkinz house because, God, what am I supposed to do? It's got a Zen garden, but it's a therapist's office. It sure looks like one to me. I've been to plenty. I'm glad. I think everyone should go to therapy. I think that's what the room is called. It's called like everyone should go to therapy. Therapy is good for everyone. Therapy is good for everyone. It's what I went to school for, counseling psych, and that's just what I want. Then we've got Oliver's room. He's my little alley cat right here. He has essentially this giant cat litter box that I made where he sits because he's disgusting. But he's just a little guy. What is he supposed to do, you know? I do still work in the mental health profession, but I did not go to get my master's to even be a therapist because I hate school. I love Webkinz, hate school. But let's have Oliver keep going. He's got the sunny day theme, which is a riff off of the starry night theme that they have. And now we're in the wacky church. Oh yeah, I got the wacky stained glass window this month. So it had to go in. We are going to take we're gonna baptize Oliver again just for the fun of it because nobody's here. And of course we need a wacky church. Praise be, eat, pray, whack to all of my friends who practice. It's beautiful here. It's beautiful here. But yeah, the wackernackle. Turn off the wackernackle as we leave. Now we're gonna get to Burger and Wetzel's room. Burger is my cow, and Wetzel is of course another cow. They hoard a lot of the money that they get from the church, as you can tell. And I don't think Wetzel has the best intentions ever. I think Burger has better intentions than him, but what are you gonna do? Not everybody's perfect. Let's feed this kid and then keep him walking. He does have a super bed, which is the like Acropolis bed, I think it's what it's called. And then I have this item from the Wish Factory, and then this item from Spree. But all of this theme is from the curio shop because it's way too expensive. So expensive. Thank you for the gift, Lennox. Then we've got my vintage kids room. This is like the old kids room. I don't think the flooring is correct, and I also don't really know about the wallpaper, but I know the items are. The items are as they should be, and I have the loader lounger and a giant pile of jelly beans. It's Webkinz. I'm pretty sure I called this kids quarantine, KW quarantine. COVID really had me deep in the Webkinz grind, so a lot of this stuff occurred and created for my during my COVID times. This is the Minty Mayoral Mezzanine because the mayor is being kept kept hostage so that Webkinz can do whatever they want. Oreo being the mayor stand-in. There's a lot of lore, okay? I made a really big Webkinz lore moment for myself, and now they all live in that world. But this is the Minty Mayoral Mezzanine. The mayor's actually hiding under this table. That's the joke. Yeah, I made lore and then I made rooms to go with the lore. And we're back! Refrigerator Room Central. Here's Refrigerator Dimension, I think I called this one. Because all my refrigerator rooms have different names. I have Refrigerator Room, another Refrigerator Room, Fridge Room 4, all the good ones, all the important ones. Here's another refrigerator room. You weren't surprised, were you? Just more refrigerators. What am I supposed to do about it? Nothing. I can't do anything about it. This is my other mayor's office. This is like my actual mayor's office. It used to have my dilapidated wallpaper, so it would look like it was dilapidated. But I just love the Italian wallpaper so much that I just put it in here and it stays. And I never come in here because nobody lives in there and nobody will. Ooh, okay, we're in Miso's room. I love Miso's room so much. I spent a lot of Easter points on it. Of course I did. Oh, and you know what? While I'm here, I have a wall item that I've been trying to put in this room that I keep forgetting about until just now. So let's see if I can find it. Here it is. Perfect. I'm so pleased. This is exactly what I wanted. This is what the doctor ordered. Anyway, I love this theme. I love this room so much. Actually, I'm gonna switch this around and put this over here. But then it cuts in the wall like that, and I don't like it. Oh, God. Guys, I'm so sorry. I really thought I was going to be stronger than this. But you all know me. You all know me. Alright, sick. Everything is back to where it was, and I'm happy about it. Here's Miso's room. Her bed is my favorite item in this. And her pet item isn't in here. Where is it? Great question. I don't know. Yeah, Miso's really cute. She's on my bed still, I think. Yeah. This is Barf's room. Barf is the Webkinz, the new Webkinz corgi. Webkinz gave it to me for free, so I can't complain. Okay, I love Barf, but I hate the way that they stitched his mouth, and he's not on my bed anymore. I brought him home, but this is technically my Spaceballs room. I made a room based on Spaceballs, which is what Barf is named after, Bartholomew. This is like inside of Spaceball 1, then you've got when they were in the desert and they had to carry all the princess's stuff, and then you've got the diner scene with the monster that comes out of the soup, and then you've got the wedding, of course, and he's got the perfect wedding attire. Isn't he perfect? I love this man. Yeah, I love Barf. Anyway, let's keep it moving, Barf. They let me name it Barf. They let me name a lot of these Webkinz a lot of weird things. We can't do it all. Pixel! I didn't know Barf was right next to Pixel's room. Pixel is my actual pet dog. She... Aw, I really lost those shoes now, didn't I? She has my golden retriever's pet item and my squirrel's pet item. But I based this room off of my actual parents' house because Pixel lives at my parents' house. And we will continue the room tour. But yeah, it's just a regular house. I made it Pixel themed. This is my nothing to hide bathroom because there's literally nothing to hide because there's so many windows. But it's got my favorite bath in it, and I love it so much. Honestly, I made this whole room around that bath and the window. And then we've got Carmel's room. Carmel has a tiny therapist office in her room, but she also has the giant magic pyramid from the Magic Forest. You get this when you unlock all of the emerald keys to the emerald door. She also has a Magic Mire tree, which has Nefaria and Alyssa when you click it, respectively. And her pet item is this little lounge chair that actually, it doesn't fall back. Thought it did, but it doesn't. And she has the sunny theme from Webkinz News as well. I got a lot of this theme, and I really liked it. I like it way better than I like the starry theme, so I used it a lot. And also, I was on the Webkinz News all the time, so I just had a lot of these items. When I would dock dive a room, this is what I would get. Speaking of dock diving a room, here's my room that's all red items. What made me do this? I don't know. It's probably Valentine's Day, but I didn't want it to be too Valentine's Day-esque, so I just made it red. That's the room. That's the room. It's red. This is my always homes room. I used to work at an assisted living facility, and I made it in Webkinz. So this was the desk that I sat in because I was the receptionist, and across from me was the little like hangout room, and then the dining room was right next to my office. So I would sit here, and some of my favorite people would sit here. I actually have some of them. Some of my Webkins are named after the people that lived at the Cambridge home, at the Always homes. But yeah, so I love this place. This room makes me really nostalgic for my old job, but they fired me because they found me playing Webkins, and I played a lot of Webkins at that job. So I was kind of they kind of got me. Um, Clyde's room, great wallpaper and flooring. Firstly, has my Husky's pet item, my Seal's pet item, and then also his pet item. Um, go Hilda. Um, I've got my yeah. So my Walrus's pet item is also in here, and there's just a bunch of really cool things in here. My favorite one being the ice fishing chair because I don't think he pulls anything up ever, but who cares? The wallpaper is the best part. The Northern Lights wallpaper and flooring are so good. This ice cap. They literally gave us the wallpaper 3 years after they gave us the flooring, and it was insanity. I was like, please don't do this to me. Sweet. We are in Slime's room. Yeah. I made the office before I got fired. But this is Slime's room. He's the new Webkins gecko. Um he also has that really cute gardener desk that I really like. And that nasty fly infested water. Again, Webkins really loves to reuse an item, so I have a lot of doubles and triples of items, but like if the room looked different. The room looked different room, you know what I mean? Um this is Vasco's room. I'm gonna feed you, my son, because I don't know when the next time I'm gonna see you is. Vasco is my grandfather's dog. This is the first dog that I ever took care of on my own. He's named after the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama because my family is so incredibly Portuguese that everything has to be Portuguese from our tip to our tail. Um, so Vasco will forever live in here because when he died, I was so sad. This is Kaisander's room. It's definitely supposed to be like he's on a deserted planet, but the planet also has a bunch of horses. They're also all Pegasuses, so he needs to wear wings to blend in with the rest of the ponies that he's around so he doesn't blow his cover that he is in fact an alien. His pet item is the horseshoe table that's over here. He also has a super bed and one of my favorite showers. Um, yeah, the UFO is the wallpaper. Isn't that glorious? Now we have Kaisander's room. He's another one of my like extraterrestrial pets. He lives right next to Planet Fitness, so his room is adjacent to Planet Fitness. He's a scientist, a mad scientist that just wants to know what plants do on these planets, and so he has his own plants in a special case. Um, I hope Krista's here because I'm gonna click the bean because we're only gonna see this one time this today. But here's Planet Fitness. It's called Planet Fitness because it's a gym on a planet, not because it looks like Planet Fitness. But I hope that you like it. And this one's for you, Krista. Um, but we'll just keep on keeping on. It's got a little yoga section and it's got a little bathroom. Again, I need gyms like up and down my house because I like to keep my pets in their rooms, in their respective rooms. And honestly, putting all of them in everybody else's rooms is going to send me and will make me have a problem for the rest of my days. Um, but it's fine. I'll survive. I'll get through it. I swear. This is Roderick's room. He has Andromeda's pet item and his own pet item. Andromeda's pet item is this little she's my Mohawk Chihuahua, is this ball pit. They used to duck under and do the thing, but at least he sits in it. His pet item is this drum set. And this item is another one from the school theme, like when you finish school. When you finish the 10th level of style, I think is when you get this one. It's so cute. I love it so much. Or maybe it's a Rocker's pet item. Like when you get a Rocker's pet, you also get an extra like God, what do they call it? I have it in my dock because I have extras because I'm a hoarder of massive Kinz proportion. But I don't think it's gonna load it, so it's fine. This is Doobie's backyard. It's based off of Phineas and Ferb's backyard. Doobie being, of course, a bird that doesn't exist, or the animal that's extinct, but because he's a dodo bird. And they've got a whole bunch of different things that Phineas and Ferb did. Mostly just the giant tree and the super bed are the things that rock, and then of course the water slide because it's Phineas and Ferb. And they have a little element of Swinter in there, and the agility trampoline that they have when you complete level 10 of agility. You can get that trampoline. There's like 6 items. You can get any single one you want, but you have to only pick one item. It's devastating. This is my Heroes room. It's essentially a Heroes themed hero place, and hero being sandwich. I use this as my makeshift kitchen halfway down my house because we're only halfway. But I pretend that the monster in the back is what's actually making the sandwiches. He's AI. It was AI before AI was AI, you know what I mean? Because I made this ages ago. And then we've got my actual underground spy pet layer with Herman. He's also got like the Perry the Platypus vibe going on. So this is where I put all of the I mixed the car theme with the hero theme, and it really worked. Let's grab Herman because I haven't seen him in ages. And there's a lot of things that you can play with in here, but we already saw them all in the superhero room, of course. Let's make him bounce first. But he has, of course, this is the Auka themed room. Organization without a cool acronym. But of course, I have 3 Phineas and Ferb themed rooms because I love Phineas and Ferb. The third being Perry's room himself. This is essentially supposed to be the Flynn Fletcher household, but I made it colored so that it would look. I color coordinated it so it would look good with the bed that I wanted to use. Because I could have done magic, a rainbow amount of color in here. I just didn't want to do it. I wanted it to look like it was cohesive. They're antique dealers, so I had to use some real good e-store points to get these really cool items. But other than that, I tried to use stuff that was just in the curio shop or in my dock. But the TV is the best part, and the giant rug that reminds me of the whatever his name is when they did the giant rug adventure. Perry the Platypus, everyone. Because he's also a blue Google, and I love him. He's perfect. And then we've got Milo, who lives in here, clearly. He's my baseball girly. The brown dog that he looks very similar to is supposed to be his cheerleader, who's supposed to be in here. I love mixing the cheerleader theme with baseball theme. Also, I hate sports, so being able to put 2 themes that I didn't really like together and make it better for me just made this whole room work, in my opinion. Which is what matters, and I love it to death. Oh, and now we're in Dahlia's room. Wow, we have guys. I want you to check in. Let's check in where we are in my house, okay? Here's Dahlia's room. Those are all the rooms we went through, right? Those are all the ones we have to go. That last bottom part doesn't have a lot of room, so we're halfway. We're halfway. Dahlia is my skunk. She is a glorious specimen. I love her to death. She's got my Princess and the Pea super bed. She's got a lot of my Helping Paws stuff as well, and neo-gothic stuff. And a dispenser, and that my favorite desk. I really do like to keep all the doors unblocked, and it is a challenge sometimes because all of my rooms are in a big block cube, because all of my doors are always open, but I like the challenge. It's like a puzzle for me to get it to all fit. Speaking of like a puzzle for me, making this room mirror itself and look this good gave me so much joy and also feeling. God, I love this room mashup so much. The flooring is from the trading cards, but everything else is from the respective themes. I love it. I love this room so much. It makes me so happy to see it be so good. The sunbed is incredible, right? The sun and moon. Yeah, I know. It's very Celestia and Luna coded. And then we've got Edgar. Edgar is the pet that I'm working on now to get all of his school stuff done. He does have a super bed. He is my Apatosaurus. I did spend $75 on the stuffed animal so that I can get it with code. $75 isn't even that bad. He's got my Dodo Bird's pet item. He's got his own pet item. He's got my Coco Dinosaur's pet item. And he has my Triceratops pet item. It's a lot, but I needed it all to fit in here. This is so dino pilled, and also the dino flooring wallpaper needed it as well, and it's perfect. I love this room theme. I think it's amazing. And also the bamboo stuff actually working. I hate the bamboo theme, so anytime that I can actually make it work makes me happy. So happy. This is Clove's room. She has her pet item is this little ant farm that is hidden back there because I don't really like that it has like her sitting back there, so I covered it up with the big giant slide. She's one of my favorite stuffed animals. I love Clove's stuffed animal. It's just so good. It's so perfect. I would drive myself insane if I was trying to get all of my pets to live in the same room as their item. But again, another perfect use of that Halloween theme. But she has a lot of the trading card theme stuff. The Series 4 trading card theme, I think, is the purple one. Ooh, now we're in Twiggy's room. Twiggy's room has, of course, a lot of Easter points into it because the wallpaper and the flooring and the bed and the dispenser. Twiggy's just gorgeous. I love her. I love her room. I want to. I have so many of the slides. They just kept giving them out. I feel like they'd never stop giving them out. But the bed, my favorite thing in this room is the bed. I do want to kind of like take it out and give it to a different pet because it doesn't really make sense in here. But I also don't know what I would put it in. So for right now, it'll just stay in here until I really, really want to change it or have a much better idea of what room to put it in. But for right now, that's Twiggy's room. I've got my mail room. You've got mail. So it's a cute little mail room for mailing Webkinz stuff. Not that it ever does. This is Murder's room. She is a raven and not a crow. I know, I'm heinous. Forgive me. Murder has an Easter bed, an Easter wallpaper and flooring. She also has another one of those saplings, and she has some of the vampire theme from forever ago's Halloween holiday. I'm gonna bathe her real fast. Forgive me. But yeah, the fact that they let me name her Murder is perfect and so nice. Thank you, Webkinz. But my favorite and her pet item is this giant candle fireplace. But yeah, the wallpaper and the flooring is what really makes this room, because if I take that wallpaper out, the room is boring. I'm sorry, I made the room around the wallpaper. This is Fig and Fable's room. They are my two bunnies, Fig being the ginger bunny and Fable being the original white rabbit. Remember when I was talking about that stupid Raziel slide that's 200 wish tokens? Look at how small and piece of deal it is. I don't like it. It makes me mad. It makes me so mad. Fig's pet item is what Fable is sitting on right now, and Fable's pet item is, of course, the TV. Let's keep it going. Why so small? I don't know. It's stupid. It's stupid that it's so small. If it is 300 tokens, it's even worse. This is my timeout room. It's essentially a ranking system for the pets that deserve to be in here. I'm pretty sure I wanted to make this junior's room, but like I don't like sport enough, okay? So I didn't make it sport room, so it's timeout sport room edition. When you're being misogynist, I put you in there. Because some of my Webkinz suck. This is Polly's room. This is the room that I moved Pinkie Pie into before I gave Pinkie Pie her own theme, essentially. Because I had her in essentially the food theme and then the rainbow theme. And then I was like, none of this is working for me, actually. Polly's pet item is this bathtub. And the Maltese pet item, Vasco, is this rainbow ball pit. She also has a dispenser in here. If it'll let me click on it, I guess I already did it. And she's got a cute little crafting corner because I feel like that's the kind of girly that she is a little crafter girly. And then, Bannister's room. Bannister is my bat. I got Bannister from a pet that was in Goodwill, okay? In Goodwill with code the bat. Are you kidding me? I screamed and hollered at the top of my lungs. But the best part about this room is, of course, the wallpaper and the flooring that looks like an attic because he's a bat. His pet item is that bat chair, the purple bat chair that's on the table playing cards with the other 4 chairs. This was a great room theme for me to just like toss things that I didn't really want in, and I'll never fix it. I love it so much. I love how uncoordinated it is. It feels like an attic, but it also feels like somebody lives in there because Bannister lives in there. Now we are in Magenta's room. Magenta got a second fine line room essentially. I had different thoughts. I was gonna make 3 of my pets like the mean girls of my Webkinz account, and then ended up not doing that. So Magenta was named to be like pink with all these other girls. It was supposed to be like mean girls. So they were all gonna have pink names and be black and white dogs, but it didn't work out. So Magenta has her own room and it's just pink and blue. But it's got that retired dog and cat theme. I feel like she's got some ghosts, some skeletons in her closet. This is what my Mean Girls themed room ended up being. Rosanna, Xanadu, Rosanna, and Aubergine all live in here. Aubergine being my favorite. Don't tell any of the other ones that Aubergine's my favorite. But Aubergine's pet item is the bed that she was just sleeping in. Rosanna's pet item is not here. And then Xanadu's pet item is this window that they have. Let's see if any of these guys are particularly okay. We'll take Rosanna. Who cares? But yeah, Rosanna, Magenta, and I was supposed to have a third pink named pet, but then didn't end up adopting it. Here's my school play. I love this room. I think I did a really good job at making it look like a stage for a play. The big house in the back, and also like the little desk area for like with the chair like tilted out so that it would be like talking to the audience. I love it so much. I did a lot of musical theater as a kid and like hated it, but like the set design of this room particularly, that's what makes it for me. That's what makes it for me. Empty room. What is this room called? Oh, this is going to be another refrigerator room. I have an illness. I'm sick in the head. Refrigerator room, anyone? Yeah, we knew that was coming. I love that fridge, but it'll stay in here. I have no reason to put it anywhere else. This is my doctor's office, really big doctor's office. I had it as a medium room. I also had it as a small room. Now it has 2 doctor's offices, and then it's got a tiny office for like checkups as well. And then it also has like 3 bathrooms. I love it. I think I did a really good job. It makes me so happy. Yeah, this doctor's office. The color also. Oh, and the flowers. Everything is great. Everything is great about the doctor's office. I think I call it hospitality first because it's a hospital. Speaking of a hospital, guess who needs to go to the hospital? It's this kid. Oh, God, I can't believe I'm locking Rosanna in here. But here's Junior. Here's that guy. Junior's room is supposed to look like juvie. He's supposed to be in solitary. He's not supposed to be around anybody else because he's a meanie butt and I hate him. But I do have something to say about Junior. I showed him to one of my friends at work and they loved him. So they wanted to make him a blue collar outfit, so I let them redo one of his outfits, and I love it. I love it so much. I love the little tool belt that they've got as well. Oh, it's so good. Junior is the one pet I get to hate, okay? I get to hate one pet and it's him, okay? I get to hate one of them. I get to hate one of them and it's him. And I hate him. And he knows it, and that's how it's gonna be. This is my dentist's office, because somebody said they were working on their dentist's office. So I've got the dentist chair, I've got some of the Bloomin', it's not Bloomin', but it's got a really good toothbrush slide. I love it. I hate the dentist personally. I'd rather die than ever go to the dentist. But this is what I would like. If I had to have one of my pets as like a real life pet, it would be a dragon. Absolutely. Probably not the splash dragon or the lava dragon. Maybe the emperor dragon. I don't have it. Never mind. I take it back. I want Igor, my midnight monster. Oh yeah. That slide is a retired e-store item. I am so sorry. Somebody gave it to me and I was so lucky. This is Barrel's room. I spent e-store points on the wallpaper and the flooring, but my favorite item in here is the zigzag plant. I love anything that's black and white checkered. It's one of my favorite patterns of all time. And the fact that she also has a pink checkered board that I spent Easter points on, so good. Also, I feel like the Lots of Stripes theme is easily slept on because this cabinet doesn't come up, like none of it comes up in the W shop when you search for things. So go into there and make sure you don't want anything pastel yellow or pastel purple because we're missing out. We're missing out on some really good items because they don't get pre-sorted into that stuff. But anyway, I love Barrel's room. She also has a UFO. Eat up Barrel. Literally one of the cutest pets I have for sure. I bought her at a gigantic flea market. I think it was Elephant's Trunk in Connecticut. With my parents, and I spent $30 on her, and then found her at Goodwill for $2 with tag, and I was like, how dare I? But now I have her with tag, a second one. This is my, oh god, what did I call it? My cult spa. This is the spa that the cult runs, the frog cult. The frog cult runs the spa. It makes sense, right? It's a frog cult and also a spa and also a cult because it's on native land. Yeah. This flooring wallpaper is so good. I hate that I used it on essentially a spa, but I also think it's hilarious. I would buy the wallpaper again. I would buy the wallpaper again. Um, I should just buy the wallpaper again. Ooh, here's my Christmas themed room. I've been putting a lot of stuff in this Christmas room because essentially it just holds all of my Christmas stuff that I don't want to put in other Christmas rooms. Say Christmas again. Yeah, I think the only interesting thing about this is that this lights up. And I really like this like disco ball top of this silo and how it looks like it goes together. I think she can sit in the ticket booth, actually. Yeah, cute little spot, cute little. It's got a lot of couches in it, just a lot of things that people can sit on, but pets. And now we're in Oakley's room, and Oakley's room has a retired super bed, the circus bed. Ooh, the mud trampoline, good call. Oakley has my circus room. He's got my Blue Google's pet item, which is this giant, almost exploding closet. I think it does explode. Oh no, it is the one shooting out confetti. But there's a lot of things here that you can interact with. I have a lot of them. There's a dispenser in here. When you saw him first, he was sitting over here. He can also do the high dive. Oakley loves to please and will continue to please. And I think that little tent for him was his pet item. I could be wrong. No, it wasn't. It wasn't his pet item. But it is a tent that I have. Okay. And now we are in Sappho's room. She is my Sapphire Pegasus. Name that for no reason whatsoever in particular, but I did make this room after the Barbie Diamond Castle movie, if you're familiar. I should have named her Brietta, but I wasn't going to name her Brietta because I wanted to name her Sappho. Her pet item is this beautiful piano. And then she also has another one of my chairs from the Alyssa Star Challenge. But everything else is East. I mean, everything else is W shop, actually, except for this chair. It was supposed to be a chair that went from sunny to moony, like from night to day. Sunny to moony. I'm killing myself. No, I won't. I'm very happy and I'm a very lucky person. Holding myself together. But anyway, the reason I got it was for the sun moon room. It was supposed to like transition, so I was going to put it in the middle of the room, and then it ended up not doing anything, and I was like, why did I spend Easter points on there? Why did I spend Easter points on that? So I got mad at it, and then I just put it in Sappho's room, so she gets it. Good for her. We've got my give me some space room. This bed has been in my nightmares and my dreams for my entire life. I love it so much. I wish that it animated, but it doesn't. The giant satellite does. And the wall in the flooring here is also water, but it's not. Does it when rotated? No. But I took some stuff out of here. Eventually, I will make a better space room, but for right now, this is the space room that I have. Oh, does it when rotated? The chair. Okay, well, we can't walk through the balloony bin, so I'll go back, but this is where I keep all my welcome balloons, and by all of them, I just mean the amount that I can fit in that room, because I'm not going to put any more balloons. No. No, it does not. Thanks for checking, though. That was really kind of you. Now we got more Christmas rooms, because it technically lines back up with the other Christmas rooms above it. It has a dispenser in it. I think actually 2 dispensers. I think this counts as a dispenser too, actually. Nope, it's a fridge. It looked too good and this room was too empty for me to put it in my fridge room. Fear me. Yeah, just a really cute theme. I really liked this mod holiday theme. It was really good. And then I moved this is the piano I moved from my Christmas my Christmas wedding barn. This is my Helping Paws gala room that I haven't finished. Um, it's just full of Helping Paws stuff. I gotta keep working at it because that blue purple thing, like there's something missing here, and I gotta work hard on it. It's empty, and also there isn't enough Helping Paws items, so I have to find the other items that I like to put with it. Yeah, it's okay. I'll survive. It'll be fine. I'll be a big boy. This is Lucy's room. She is my mountain lion. She has a little bit of the Aztec theme because I was trying to use up the rest of it that I had in my dock. Her pet item is this climbing wall, which I love. And she came with the wallpaper and the flooring that are in this room. Gosh, guys, I haven't stopped talking for 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm amazing. This is Jamba and Smoothie's room. Smoothie, Jamba, Smoothie's in better standings. Their wallpaper and flooring are e-store. A lot of their items are rare items. This room is full of stuff that you wouldn't even know was hard to come by. Like this little skate poster comes from my pig figurine, Webkinz figurine. Smoothie's pet item isn't in here, but Jamba's is. It's this little toy box in the corner, and I really love this book bed, but I couldn't put it in my library room because it didn't feel right. I just love it. I just love it so much. It looks so good in here, and the two of them live in here together. Because if I can fit 2 bed in a room, I can fit 2 kins in a room. Now we're in Tar's room, which has some of my Series 3 trading card items, some of the Neo-Gothic items, and some of the items that you get from the challenge. We have already passed the library room. It was Moxie's room. My little, well, I technically have another library room, but it's coming up. Her pet item is this little dog bone chair. Actually, I don't know if this plays. Of course it does. I love the little ballies. It's so sick. It's so sick. All the neo-gothic stuff. I feel like I just want it all over my house. It's the dream, but her room is perfect. What can I say? I love it. I love when the color coordination goes together. This is my only kin's room. Ayudella lives in here. It was her birthday today, and I did not play with her, so I feel bad. I'll give her birthday cake because it is her birthday today. You can understand why I named it Onlykins, right? Right? I don't have to explain it. But Ayudella is named after my roommate Della. You guys named her this, so I can't say that it was my fault. But yeah, I love the haunted toilet that's in this room, and everything else. Everything else that's in this room is also good. It all plays its role. You know what I mean? They all love a little bit of role play, if you will. This is Abercrombie's room. He's my Webkinz moose, not signature moose. His pet item is in the corner of this room. The wallpaper I did spend Easter points on, and the bed is super, super good. But this is where he lives. He does not exist. He was last week's pet, week before last week's. Yeah, because I did puddles last week, so I just got him. Let's feed the man. He doesn't have any exercise items in his room. This is my hostel room, my hostile hostel. Nobody lives in here. Essentially, it was supposed to be a room for when I didn't make a room for my pets and they could just sleep in here until I made a room for them. It has never been used and I don't have anything on the walls, so maybe I will do it, but this tree is beautiful. And it sits in here for no good reason because nobody lives in here. Maybe I'll put somebody in here one day, but right now it'll stay empty. A lot of my rooms are empty. Which is crazy to think about. I'd say it's about 50-50 for how many pets I have and how many rooms I have. Here's my tiny boutique. I'm pretty sure I call it boutique of horrific sizing because it's so small, and also because like it, like Brandy Melville, a boutique of horrific sizing. This is Patricia's room. She's like my ballerina superstar. I made this whole room around this bed and I'm still not very happy about it. I think it bothers me the most that I don't like the room, but it needs to have more Regency stuff in it for it to like kind of come back. All of my pets have their own rooms because I'm psychotic. Here's Paprika's room. She has one of my favorite beds ever. I sold this as a kid and somebody gave it back to me on one of my lives and I'm forever indebted, forever indebted. Her pet item is this tiger lily pond with a little boat on it. And yeah, I just love the greenhouse wallpaper. And she has the Aztec flooring, but you couldn't even tell because I covered it. Gotta get creative. This is Penny's room. She was the pet that we adopted for St. Patrick's Day, which was great. I loved reorganizing this room and making it a little bit more St. Patrick, but not like crazy St. Patrick. It looks great. I love it so much. And the tree actually does give out. It's an orchard tree. This is Lindsay's room. I'm gonna wash Penny in here. And then feed her a strawberry or an onion. Wow, she's just sat right in the middle of the house like that. Okay. Lindsay. Her pet item is this flower. But everything else is, just pure me making it work. I really love this balcony though. Probably the best item in her room other than her pet item, of course. Did I not? There we go. And then we've got Crystaline's room. She has a dispenser in here. She also has a really cool bed and vanity and throne that all match. My favorite item is her little snow fort. I made the snow fort like have an entrance like that. Not that it really needs one. And this is a chair, and she's blindfolded. God, I love this. It is the dispenser of the season. I was very lucky to have received it from one of the Winterfest cookies. And she also has that special piano. This is Hiram's room. He is my raccoon. His pet item is this trash can fridge that I already had. So I just let him have it in his room. The subway station is probably my favorite item in here, but I also really love the pinball bed. I just love pinball. So to have a pinball bed in my house, just chef's kiss. And also neon, I just need City at Night. City at Night gives neon. City at Night gives neon. This is my You're Lost room, which is why there's all these arrows and it's like a island how to move around type thing. Again, my smaller rooms are more conceptual. They don't really make sense, and I guess it's fine if they don't. Ooh, okay. This is Sako's room. I call it Rainbow Falls because everything in here is, of course, rainbow. His pet item is this sauna. Midas, who was in my Webkinz superfan room, who was the golden retriever dog, his pet item is the pool, and my lemur's pet item is the bounce, the trampoline. Um, I think this couch is also somebody's pet item. I do not remember what pet this pet item is from, but I have a super bed, and I also have this rainbow slide from. Oh, it's gonna happen somewhere. There it is. If anybody remembers what pet that couch comes from, please let me know. I would love to know. I don't think it's the unicorn. And then I've got another room where nobody lives. It's my rosation station. I'm pretty sure I called it. It's got my rose bed. That's a super bed, but that's it. I made the whole room around that and these 3 rose items that somebody gifted me ages ago. This is Cough Syrup's room. It doesn't have anything particularly interesting in it. Sorry, Cough Syrup. Pegasus. Thank you. Yeah, the pink Pegasus. Heard. But yeah, so I think it's just the funky girl room. The wallpaper and the flooring is the best part of this room. I'm sorry. And also another Millie's slide. I'm sorry. I have so many. This is my Zumba Galaxy gym. It's like for those people that do those like bounce on the trampoline like Zumba classes. And it's got a little smoothie bar that I really liked making. Of course, our Lord and Savior Wacky is always watching, and he's always here. But here's my cute little gym. Because, of course, you guys know I need to have more gyms as I go down my house so that pets don't have to move as far to get to a gym. Ugh, this is Ziggy's room. I love this room for 3 reasons. The wallpaper, the giant couches that are so good, and also, like, the butterfly-ness of it all. Like, this sink, Easter points, and this wardrobe is from the Magic Meyer green emerald door. And then this, his pet item is this color changing chair. Yeah, really good, really good. But yeah, the theme that I like to put that with, I don't remember what it was called, but it's like the Mexican house theme. I don't remember what it's called. La Casa theme. This is Ranch's room. Ranch is one of my favorite pets, mostly because I collect something that isn't Webkinz that Ranch reminds me of, which is my UNESCO homegrown figurines, and they're right next to me, so I can show them to you. This one is Ranch. At least to me, it's Ranch. He is a cauliflower sheep with a little mushroom head. I love him deeply, and I have a lot of other ones too, like this red onion skunk. But when I saw him on Webkinz, I was like, oh my god, this is my pet. His pet item is this giant ranch fountain. But I spent Easter points on everything in this room. I think there's only like 3 items in here that I didn't spend Easter points on. It was like these burgers and these corns. Everything else I spent Easter points on. Actually, somebody gifted me the cauliflower trike. So thank you very much. But yeah, the food of it all. The food of it all is what makes me really happy. And the celery floor, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's great. It's phenomenal. This is the the theme that they came out with maybe 4 years ago. I made a tiny room so I could fit everything in the theme in one room, and I did. And then I never put my pet in here. I was supposed to put my tree kangaroo in here, but I just never adopted it, and so this room will continue to stay small and unused. It has 2 beds. It has 2 beds. But I already used this theme with the beach theme, and I like it so much better on a tree. This is my Spring Fling diner. I moved some stuff around because the spring celebration this year made me move some stuff around, and also I adopted Puddles and took something out of here. But nobody comes in here. It's essentially just a diner. So it doesn't matter what's in it or what's not. I just use it to put more and more Easter stuff or spring celebration stuff. So that's what it looks like. And I love doing my kitchens like that. I love making the tiled kitchens, even though I have to buy each tile individually. And now we've got my tea room, my tea time room. I got this like tea tree, haha, tea tree oil. But it's like a teapot tree of tea bags. I don't know. I love it. It's my tea coffee shop. The wallpaper and the flooring I paid good money for, and because they're e-store points. But everything else I got from Webkinz themselves. Easy peasy. Oh wait, wait, wait. Let's do the drive up window. Oh, can we not walk through there? Oh, okay. Sit on the chair and then walk through there and access the drive up window. Scoot. All right, sweet. I'm gonna have to move some stuff around so that he can actually walk through this room, but we'll get there. This is my two gamer boys in love room. This is for my gamers, so just two gamers playing their games together, and then trading cards and like watching TV. It's another it's another Valentine's Day room, guys. I'm sorry. They're all Valentine's Day rooms. Another good. This is my Easter room. The child wants to make something with the stove, and I'm not dealing with it. I'm sorry, Ranch. Hate me another day. Cadbury lives in here. It is the most sought after sherbet bunny, which isn't even that sought after anymore, which is crazy to me to think about. From the lore from which she used to be, from where she used to, the amount of money used to pay for the sherbet bunny, crazy. Her pet item isn't in here. She's got a dispenser. I know you guys saw me dispense. But my favorite item in here I got from one of the eggs from past years, which is this basket bed. It's perfect. It's amazing. I cannot be upset. It's so glorious. Yeah, nothing else in here is really telling me. But I also keep putting more and more Easter baskets in here. They're going to be neglected. This is the only time you'll ever see me actually disrespect my pets like this, okay? It's because I need to get this done. This is Zach and Wheezy's room. They're both in their relaxation outfits, so fear them. I'm sorry, Zach, you look so sad. I don't mean it like that. They do have the dispenser from 2024, the Super Deluxe dispenser from 2024. Their pet items are their dragon statues that match them, but I have their dragon statues in front of their partners' beds, Zach and Wheezy, right? So yeah, and then I have the pink Google's item, even though I don't have a pink Google, because I was still, you know, I'm still that guy. I'm still that little guy. Yeah, I just don't like trading anymore. It gets too much because I have too much of a following and people know what my house looks like and they're like, what are you holding out on me for? And I'm like, I just can't share. I'm a hoarder and I can't help it. Okay, Graham's room is the Halloween theme from the haunted campsite that I took and put into a better wallpaper and flooring because I hated the way that the color went with the other one. Okay. He's got two dispensers in here. And of course, it's very fall themed, but the wallpaper is what makes this whole room, okay? When you guys see the wallpaper that it's supposed to be with, unless you already know what I'm talking about, it's like the purple blue wallpaper, it just feels wrong. Feels wrong. The orange and the warmth is so much better. We're in Gert's room. We're in Gert's room. Gert's room is probably the room I've spent the most e-store points on entirely. The wallpaper, the flooring is like $3,000. 3,000 e-store points right there. The bed is probably 8. The desk is probably 6. The bookshelf probably also 4, 6. The window is at least 4, and this other stove is probably also 8. So that's a lot of money. I don't know what it was, but I'm gonna say it's about 30 real dollars because each $1,000 of e-store points is about $1 of human money. So so it's like $30. I spent $30 on a make-believe room. But I do get my e-store points for free. Okay, Webkinz gives me free Easter points, so it's not like I actually spent this money. It's just that I had the money from my Easter points that Webkinz gave me, because they give me $5 of Easter points every week. I know, I'm so lucky. I was gonna get the crochet rabbit, and this was the room that the crochet rabbit was gonna be in, because its pet item was supposed to sit like the big crochet couch right here. And then I didn't end up getting the rabbit, which is fine, I guess. But I do really love this room. I love the apples of it. I had the dispenser, the crochet cake dispenser, and like a lot of the other crochet items. But and I think this is an item from one of my pets. But I do not work for Webkinz. No, Webkinz just loves me, and I get to reap all of the benefits. But yeah, I love this room. I think I did a really good job in here. I want a pet that will fit in here, but for now it will stay looking like this. Little farmhousey. I like it. And then we've got my favorite room in my house. If I were going to live in a room on Webkinz, it would be my lighthouse room. It's perfect. I've never loved a room more. The colors, the wallpaper. I want to live here. There's nothing I wouldn't want to do here. It's perfect. Enough said. Yeah, I don't really have any words. This is my favorite room of my house. I would live here in an instant. The worst part about the wallpaper though is that it comes with this blue like line around it because it's essentially like a museum type thing. Um, I covered that up in every way that I could so that you don't really notice it. I notice it because I look at it and I'm like, oh, that freaking blue line, that thin blue line, I hate it. But yeah, oh god, the wallpaper is just so good. Favorite room. Best room in my house. I don't know what pet I'm gonna put in there. I can't put a pet in there. Um, Here's my race car room, which has all my cars that I haven't put in other rooms. I actually have another bulldozer. Interesting. I've got a lot of really cute cars in here that I just don't have in my other rooms. Is there anyone that's stuck back here? No. That means I can put something back there. Rad. Move this over here. Something new from the W shop would be nice. Guys, fear her. She's making demands. Um, anyway, let's just keep going. My favorite car in the room, probably the unicycle that I just moved, or the little speedster over here. I really did like that. It took me a lot to get that car, so I guess it's worth it. But the giant claw machine car kills. It absolutely kills. Here's my under the ship wallpaper under the ship pirate room. Oyster lives in here. He does have a Monkey D. Luffy outfit, and I will show it to you because it is one of my favorite outfits on this little guy. Um, it's so good. It's so good. It makes me so happy. Um, his bed is the best item in here, and his pet item isn't in here. But yeah, I love Oyster. He's the cutest. And of course, he has a Monkey D. Luffy outfit because I watched 600 episodes of One Piece. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I just can't stop. Garbanzo's room. Garbanzo, my distinguished gentleman. He has Spirit's pet item, but nobody else's pet item, and that little chai tea dispenser. He also has a harp that matches the wallpaper. One of my favorite musical instruments in my entire house. Yeah, I spent a lot of Easter points on this house. You knew that though. You could tell. You could tell how many Easter points I spent on this house. On this entire house, couldn't bog room it. Couldn't make it. Oh, I bought this teapot at the same time I bought the TV from my spotted leopard that I got rid of that I sold as a child. This is my Raziel tea room. God, I love it so much. The shower itself is the best part of this whole thing, but also like the tea in other little parts of the. Okay, okay, holding myself together. The Raziel bed is actually a super bed. I could put the Raziel slide in here, but I feel like it's wrong. I like that it's tea themed. I also like little cloud maker. It's so cute. Are you kidding? Um, the I could put more things on the walls, but until somebody lives in here, I'm not gonna mess around in that because it'll get crazy. Okay, this is Bingo's room. It's that crazy 90s theme. I think it's called like Fly 90s. Um, the theme is. So I have a lot of items from that surprise box in here. And then I have, of course, other things, other things. But I mostly did it for this TV because my best friend, when I was little, had a TV and dresser that looked just like this, and I was like, wow, that's the peak, having a TV in your room. She was an only child, um, but it was really cool. We would go to sleep. We would have sleepovers, and we would sleep in her gigantic bed because she also didn't have a twin bed. And she would put the TV on and we would watch Sprout until midnight 30, and by that I mean I wouldn't be able to sleep with the TV on, so I would watch so much Sprout. I would watch Barney like 4 times over, because that's what she liked. uh this is Noodle's room, my little jungle room. I think Noodle's pet item is this clock. I could be wrong, I have no idea. I just know that that clock is a pet item of someone's. I don't think anything else in here is a pet item, but this giant table in Noodle's room is from the green emerald key door. I've opened that as many times as I possibly can. So amazing. Keep going, Noodle. And now we're at Trail Mix's room. God, you guys, I know all of these names. Trail Mix is my little deer. Her pet item, I don't know. Trail Mix is non-binary. Their pet item is further up in a different fall room, but they have my Bengal Tiger's pet item, which is this bed, which is this bed. Yeah, Trail Mix is really good. And I spent Easter points on this, but like a lot of the chairs in here are so good. I just love that it looks like they live in a tree, and this tree wallpaper flooring combo. I was trying to make a room with this for ages because I had to like, work up to getting both of them. And the and the fireplace that I ended up just covering with this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Keep walking, Trail Mix. And then we've got, this is the Halloween theme. Don't you like it better how I did it? Me too. Marceline lives in here. She's got a dispenser for the same celestial s'more. I just like the purple in here better. The purple and green go so much better with the weirdness of the wallpaper and the flooring. Marceline, of course, is from Adventure Time because she lives right next to my Princess Bubblegum, which is my Bubblegum Asaurus, who I named Bonnabelle because that's what Marceline calls her. And I tried to make it look like Bubblegum's room so hard. I picked these like giant windows because they look the most like the ones in her room, and also like her little like science area. I did what I could, okay, but also it's Webkinz, so I made it a little bit more funky. But this is Bonnabelle's room. She's a princess. What's she supposed to do? She's glorious. And she's actually on my bed. So cute. This is my chocolate shop, ironically right next to Bonnabelle's room. They did this for Valentine's Day a few years ago. I did steal one of the cabinets from the Wish You Knew boutique so that I could make this look like a cash register area. And also, these kind of look like chocolates if you don't look at them at all. If you don't look at them at all, it kind of looks like chocolates. Then we've got my literal curio shop. Yep, my house has its own curio shop. It's got some pretty cool rare items in here. I cannot say that they aren't cool because they're pretty freaking cool. I was thinking about putting... Oh, I'm not going to try to find it right now in my dock. It'll take forever. I was thinking about putting the the gem mining mine that I had like just sitting in my dock, and I have had just sitting in my dock. I was gonna put it in here, and it should go in here because it, fits perfectly. But I don't know what the name of it is, and I also put the curio shop chest in here because it goes with the wallpaper, of course, and I have an extra one, so it's fine. But yeah, if you look around, there's some pretty incredible. Oh, I just saw it. I just saw it. Go back out here, girl. I'll have to reorg this, but just take this out. Okay, love it. I'm just gonna leave some stuff in here and then I'll reorganize this later. Will she be able to leave the room now? No, but God, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. And I saw somebody else do this in their curio shop and I wanted to do it immediately, so I'm copying that person. Crummy and Brittle live in my little gingerbread house. Their bed and tree pet item. I think this one is Brittle is Crummy's. Crummy's the dog over here. And Brittle is the cat. Yeah, Crummy, her bed is this, and she also has a little doggy refrigerator. Yep, I left the refrigerator out here. Fear me, I I can take refrigerators out of the refrigerator room. But here is Crummy and Brittle's room. They have, of course, all my gingerbread stuff and other candy stuff that I just can't fit, and also Christmas stuff, because Christmas stuff is all over your house unless you find one room to put it in. Oh, a beautiful room that nobody lives in. My favorite item is the pair of sinks. It's perfect. Everything else is just regular to me. The sinks are the only interesting item that I have in that room. Oh, Marigold's room. Marigold's room is Pixie Hollow. I know we talked about Pixie Hollow already. Again, another good Easter points. This is the lots of stripes theme that I was telling you about that looks perfect. Her pet item is this bath. And she is a Fairykins bear, which is adorable. And all of her items are really cute and fun and cool. And I'm going to keep walking her around. The clock is probably also another really cool item that you don't really notice. It's just a little wonky clock, and I love it. Now we're in Dumpling's room. Dumpling is my duck. She's got a dispenser. Her pet item is this bath, but I don't know whose pet item the chair is. I feel like it's the frog, or maybe it's the bullfrog. Not really sure. And then she has the garden party table, but this one isn't a dispenser. The other garden party table is. The next room is Croakpot's room. I made this room, Free Palestine, watermelon vibes for that. Croakpot is my desert rain frog. His pet item is this cute little terrarium. But yeah, I made this for the watermelon kitchen, but like, let's keep on going, boy, because everybody's seen all these items by now. I'm only gonna point out the new items. This is Sprite's room. I'm gonna work out Croakpot while we're here. Sprite is the original lemon lime gecko, the one that looks very similar to the new one that they remade. No particularly interesting items here other than the pool that they were just in. And maybe the bed. I think that might be a Helping Paws, not a Helping Paws, a Family Score item. I have two of them, so I don't really remember. This is my Lizzie McGuire room. I call it my Lizzie McGuire room. It doesn't have any pet living in it yet, but it's very Lizzie McGuire to me. Yeah, do an extra little workout. Again, nobody lives in here, so it's just another pet that loves crafting and is a really cute little area. Here's my other library room. I know somebody was asking about it, but this is my library room that Gideon lives in. He has a retired super bed that's books. He has another one of those book couches, and of course the walls and walls and walls of books. But yeah, I took this bed from the other room to put it in Gideon's room because it just looked better, and then I was able to buy the super bed for Moxie's room. This is Posy's room. I paid Easter points for the flooring and the wallpaper, but everything else was just given to me by Webkinz for freezies. I love the little tea area, though. I do wish I had more room. I wish that there were extra large rooms, because I would be able to use that area so good. Here's Puddles. Here's our girl Puddles. This is the one we adopted last week. I actually gave away a code for Puddles last week. And I did all of her outfits this week as well. Played a lot of Webkinz this weekend. But I just love the teal and pink together. It looks so good. And I can show you guys her little outfits real fast if you don't hate me. Oh, they're just all so good. They make me so happy. Yeah, she's perfect. I'm going to put her in her fancy outfits and we're going to keep going. But her pet item is this cabinet right here. And I took this one out of the spring. Oh, the Spring Fling Diner. But the pink pony pet item is in here. And actually, I had a second one in the Lizzie McGuire room, if you noticed. I didn't remember to say anything about it. This is my dance room. No pets live in here. I want to put a pet in here. I want a little dancey pet. Puddles could have lived in here and it would have been fine. These are their little changing rooms. How did I get to? I'll never tell. I played the challenge on 2 accounts so that I could get another one for this house because my other house goes to absolute and I'm sorry. And my other pets get completely neglected. And again, I'm sorry. Ooh, Gibby's room. So this is my iCarly room for Gibby. He was the first pet that Webkinz ever gave me as their Kinsfluencer initiative. And I just wanted it to look as iCarly as I possibly could. So it looks as iCarly as I possibly could. And his name is Gibby. And I love him. And it's perfect. And it's got the gumdrop lamp. It's got the gumdrop lamp that's caused the fire, which is why I also put a fire extinguisher in here. iCarly canon. This is Trixie's room. I hate Trixie. I don't know if you guys ever played the Maze and Hamsters game. Okay, I never did. But I bought myself a hamster because they were only 1,000 Easter points on Black Friday. And I was like, that's it. I'm going to have a hamster. And it's going to be perfect. And I'm not going to say anything about it. Oh, there's my deer PSI is this window. And then my noodle, my snake's PSI is that stove. Anyway, this is just a very fall room. Moving on. Some of it's Easter, maybe just the rug. And then this is Spork's room. Sporcupine. Sporcupine, my porcupine. He's got a very cutesy outdoor area. He loves to host. As you can tell, his pet item is his little topiary for himself. And I think this is Posy's pet item. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't know you could hide behind it. That's adorable. Oh my god. Oh, I love this. I love that so much. Okay, please learn something new every day. My pizza palace / Chef Gazpacho's kitchen. With my pizza plant from the Chef Gazpacho challenge. There's like 4 stoves in this room. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if that counts as a stove. Does this count as a stove? 5 stoves. What about the hot dogs? Do the hot dogs count as a stove? Nope, they just turn on. Yeah. It's as Italian as it gets. I love it. I love this room so much. I think I did a really good job making this authentically Italian. But we'll have Sport keep going. And we'll have him eat this pizza. Nope, I switched his shoes. This is Ketamine's room. He's got the drum kit for my plum porcupine, Pierre. He can have the pizza. And he's got some of my Maze and Hamsters items. So I reorged his whole room to have my Maze and Hamsters items as well as the neon items that he has. He also has one of my Rocker's pet items. which is crowd sounds. But he's very neon, as you can tell. He loves good laser. Um, this is my wizard room. I have like a king's wizard room. I haven't figured out what I really want to do with it yet, but I like the direction it's going in. So I'm just gonna keep it here. Of course it's not finished. I'm glad. I'm glad that you like his name. So do I. He's one of the newer Webkinz. Ooh, Ketamine and Glue finally get to meet. This is Glue's room. Um, Glue is just another one of my horses that I have. Um, Another phenomenal fall room. The flooring is actually puzzle pieces. You can't really tell, but I don't care. The wallpaper is what this room is about. It's glorious. I love all of the orange that's in here. It's exactly what I want, and I'm so happy. And it's so fall. Fall probably my favorite room type, if not spring, fall. Summer is hard. Never mind. Halloween. This is Flem's room. Um, Flem's pet item is this bathtub. They've got a monster under the bed, which was just recently retired, and a slime shower. One of my favorite items. I did take this out of Igor's room. Don't tell Igor. I gave him a new bed, okay? He was happy about it. But yeah, Flem's room is so good. She has her little straitjacket outfit on right now. She looks amazing. But her pet item is that weird bubbling goo bath, which goes with her slime shower. This is Spud's room, another like mildly Italian. I would say that this gives more like fat chef kitchen, like a millennial, not millennial, like a Gen X mom who loves that fat Italian chef theme. That's what this room is for me, and it's Chef Gazpacho. Spud's pet item is the bathtub that he's in right now, and I don't think any of his food is ready to be harvested, so I can't do it. But we can keep going with little old Spud. Um, I think there may have been a pet item as a stove in there. This is my swim team room. I did competitive swimming for a really long time, and Webkinz gave out all these items. So it was like okay. It was also kind of traumatic. I hated doing swim, so I was like, why am I doing this to myself? But I was like, I have the items, I might as well make the room. This is the after school room that I made. It's got a lot of the after school activities. It's got like the after school bowling alley and like all of the other toys and the spelling bee chairs and like the arts and crafts table and then all of the trophies that they gave out for that. But oh, and like the checkers thing, but eh, I don't really like the school stuff. Krista, I'm also stressed about my pets being left in the wrong room, but there's nothing I can do. I love this room. I call it Country Roams. It's got two beds, so technically two pets could live in here, but nobody lives in here. And it's got a cute little kitchen, and it should definitely have appliances in this kitchen. But it's got a. I'm gonna rotate this so I can actually see the Webkinz W. Like, all right. Yeah, just a cute little colorful room. I built it with no pet in mind, and so no pet lives in there. Um, this is my hotel that I made. They have a little hotel concierge area over here where you can sit. And then I've got two hotel rooms. If you guys aren't stacking anything on the meat, oh frick, are you kidding me? If you guys aren't stacking anything on the God, what are they called? The walls. You can stack things on the walls. Thank you for the gifts, Mooney. Aw. The only item that's worth mentioning in this room is this chair that I bought on Webkinz Next to then send to this account. And God, is it painful? It's so painful. I don't know how much money I spent on that. It was hard for me. Let's just say that because Webkinz Next is hard to play. I don't like playing Webkinz Next. Oh, Gaia's room. Oh my God, guys, we're doing so well. I don't even know how we're doing this good. For time. Gaia is my golden Pegasus. She's glorious. I got her for my birthday this year. Um, and her pet item is this very beautiful golden fountain. glorious. She also has my pig's pet item and my Stormy Dragon's pet item. And then she has, like, of course, everything else being E-star points. Absolutely destroys, you know what I mean? So, super lucky to have gotten her. One of my dreamies for sure. This is Roan's room, named after Chapel Roan. It's my pink pony club. It doesn't mean that the club had to be pink, but the pony itself is pink. So that's the vibe I had. It's got a little hot to go station, of course, and then the pole and the musician. This is the pink pony club. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, I'm going to keep going. It does have a lot of Helping Paws stuff and some trading card stuff and a neon jukebox. It just went so well with the color. This is my cop garage, and I can't believe I'm leaving Roan in here with Ransom's cop garage. His pet item is the cop chair that Roan is sitting in right now, but this dog bowl pool is also somebody else's pet item. I don't know whose. But he's got all my cop stuff because I had to put my cop stuff somewhere. I had a cop car and a cop car bed and then a cop car chair, and I was like, okay, but I had to make it in a garage because he had to move out because his wife left him because he was a bad man, and that's it. That's and his life sucks, and I hate this guy because he's a cop, and I hate cops. But him and Led, they do karate together. Led is my lemur. I love his room. It's so soothing, even though it's like kind of messy. Led's a guy that's got a lot of friends. Doesn't really discriminate. Very surface level. Well, actually, it's AHCAB because all human cops are bastards. It's not. It's AHCAB. Those horses and dogs didn't choose their life. They didn't know what they were signing up for. Okay, they didn't. They need consent. They don't have consent. But anyway, this is Led's room. His pet item is way back in Sako's room. Oh gosh, this room is so cute. I love it so much. This is Penelope's room. I know some people would call her Penelope because she's a jackalope, but I call her Penelope because I can't read Penelope unless it's like cantaloupe and jackalope. So her pet item is this little hide and go seek forest that she's got going on. But the room theme is clearly the best part. She also has Pixel's pet item in here. The little Doberman statue. It's actually a miniature Doberman. Because they don't have a real Doberman, they just have a min pin Webkin, not a full Doberman Webkin. I think it would be too close to the Rottweiler, which I also have, so I can't have that one either. You know what I mean? She has some of my Alyssa Star Challenge stuff in here as well, but most of what the beauty of this room is the wallpaper and the dwarf bed. I love the dwarf bed. Let's keep going, Penelope. I call this the giant feast only because it's on the giant table, but it's just a Helping Paws room. Again, you have so many items that when you dock dive a room, it ends up just looking like this, and I apologize. I apologize. Oh, okay. Really good room. Really happy about this one. Super bed, clearly. And then like the weather machine with the floor that is clouds. It's just perfect. And it's got the moon and it's got this rainbow maker. I love it. I love this whole thing. It's just so good. I would love for a pet to live in here, but it would have to be a special pet. Ideally the magical retriever, but again, like I don't have that code and it's a hard code to come by, so no stress. No stress on me. The room will stay empty until I get a pet that's deserving of the room. And then I got my card condo room. I really thought I had something here. Probably did. Mooney, I know you didn't. I'm so sorry for you. But it's just got like a lot of, it's that blue and yellow theme that I can't do anything about. So it will continue to stay like this until I find something better. But most of this is from the trading card series too, as you can tell, because it's on the side of everything. Yuck. This is Rhombus's room. He is my signature rhino. Um, his room is great. I can't complain. His room is beautiful. His pet item is this like wallowing hole where he wallows. It doesn't count as a pool, which sucks. I don't understand why. Um, but I think of him as a grasslands shaman. He did come with the wallpaper and flooring that he has, of course. Um, it's just perfect. It's amazing. I can't complain. It's really good. And then we've got Obsidian's room, which is also kind of got that Glampire theme because I was able to pull over more next year because I really love the Glampire theme. And I mixed it with the Neo Gothic theme and some of the like purple and pink theme from other things. But yeah, absolutely love this room. It's like a little bit haunted, but like cute haunted. And her pet item is this wardrobe that she's got right here. I don't think anyone else is in here. Next room. Oh, it's Formaldehyde's room. Formaldehyde is my zombie pup. His pet item is his bed. But these chairs are probably my favorite item. I did spend Easter points on them. I spent Easter points on the wallpaper and the flooring. But everything else was fresh from the... I don't know what that was from. I don't know what that was on. I just call him Hyde because I feel like it's funny. And his room is called Hyde Park. Hyde's Park. Because he's formal Hyde. formal D Hyde. This is my Webkinz gala. Of course, there's a wacky in the middle of it, and it's got wacky everywhere because it's my Webkinz gala. But this is the 20-year anniversary theme that they gave us, and I made this with it. Heck yeah, and I love it. I love it to death. It's probably one of my favorite rooms if I think about it. If I don't think about it too hard, like the 20-year room, like it could have just been another wedding room, but this one I made more like it's more prom. That one's definitely more prom than wedding. This is the 20-year pet, whom I named Twintig. I do not remember what what nationality or language Twintig means 20 in, but it does. Because I was sticking to my theme of Diaz and then Twintig, and also the fact that he's a tiger also made it perfect for me. I loved it. I thought it was like the perfect one. So I kind of mixed the 10-year anniversary stuff that we were getting around the 20-year anniversary, some of the 20-year anniversary stuff, his own pet item, which is the piano, and then like the blue flowery theme. Sorry, gotta resituate. I'm on the world's smallest chair. I bought an IKEA child chair and thought it would be perfect for me because I'm small, but it's not comfortable. This is Razzle's room, my Radiant Rhino. Definitely has room for more pets. Ditzy was supposed to live in here with Razzle, but then we ended up making Kinzchella, so I can't, like, be upset. I don't know where Razzle's pet item is. It's not in here. I don't know if there's anything of significance in here other than maybe this birdhouse because I really like it. It's the only item I'm interested in this room. I'm sorry. There's a bowling alley. There's a bowling alley in here. Most of the stuff is from the Valentine's Day theme. Again, every room is a Valentine's Day room or a Christmas room. I don't make the rules. This is Pyrex's room. They have a super bed, and they also have this really cool fountain that Alyssa and Nefaria wore off on, and I love it. This room gives me My Little Pony in a way that's like My Little Dinosaur, and I love it. I've been watching a lot of MLP. I'm gonna leave Pyrex because Razzle can still be helped. But this is Pyrex's room. Oh, walk out the door, why don't you, girl? Yeah, Pyrex's room is really nice. I love the pastels. A room that nobody lives in. A very deeply unhappy. I'm very unhappy with the fact that this isn't a bed. Webkinz did us dirty for that. But at least there's a dispenser in here and a second bed. I didn't even notice that I put this Nope. It's the pickleberry. Nope. Skyberry? Why do I think it's called a skyberry? Goo goo berry. There is skyberries, but that's a goo goo berry. I'm sorry. And I think that's a dispenser. I'm amazing. But nobody lives in there. Again, another room where nobody lives in. I don't think there's any dispensers in here, but most of this is from the farm theme that they were giving out for a really long time that everybody got sick of. Me and everybody else got sick of it. And now we're in Bonnet's room. She has the super deluxe prize from this year, which is this giant castle, which I love. But I turned it around because I like the back of it better. Devastating. Here's Bonnet. God, she looks adorable. And her pet item isn't in here. Because it's snow themed. I think her pet item might have been the one that I moved into Crystaline's room. Would make sense. That crop sure look like it is. She also has a googleberry bed. And a sapling. The same sapling. This is just the same sapling that I had in Murder's room done differently. Because those are the different options. And I was like, well, I can't do the same thing twice. It's me. I couldn't possibly. And then we've got... Sorry, there's an ant. I'm having an ant problem right now, and I'm unhappy about it. A room that nobody lives in, but it's got my Zum fountain in it. So that's the item I made the room around, I guess. And then we've got Pound Cake's room. Little Pound Cake. He's got a super bed. He's supposed to have like an outdoor bistro. I like it. I think it looks good. I think it really works for him. It's definitely a step up from him living in a nice cold freezer. Empty room that's just got a cool wallpaper that I've yet to use. So that's what this is. That means we're at the bottom of my house, you guys. It only took almost until midnight. Oh, the Fountain of Youth bathhouse. It's got a full gym, of course. It's got my panda's pet item. It's got Pyrex's pet item, which is this bed over here. And then it's got, I'm not going to do the sink and the bathtub, but you can imagine. You can imagine that it is. And then we've got Mayo's room. She is my Triceratops. Nothing really interesting in here. I would say the most interesting thing is the book of spells that she has. Everything else is like part of the collections. But the book of spells, that one's special. That one's special. Let's keep taking Mayo. Mayo's going to go on a trip with us. The next room is Cigarette's room, and I actually have Cigarette right next to me right now. Here she is. Here's our little Siggy. I made this room after my sister. This looks like her room in New York City. I have 220 pets at the moment, but I made it red. Her apartment is definitely more green, but I made it red because it looked better, and I'll do whatever I want. This is Dan and Phil's room. Dan and Phil of the Dan and Phil from the internet. So this is their house. I made them their own house in my Webkinz World. I was supposed to have them be my two gay camels in the desert, but then you guys wanted me to name them Dan and Phil, and of course I was going to. So of course Dan's room, Phil's room. I love them. They're both in their swimsuits, and I'm not even going to touch them because they can stay there and still be in love. I don't want to move them. I'm sorry. Next room is my Jumbleberry Fields farm that I haven't, done anything about. It's not particularly Jumbleberry exactly, but it's like adjacent. It's a farm. I'm trying my best. We're moving towards it. It's not done. Clearly we're at the bottom of my house where things are like half done. This is being a little beachy. Somebody had challenged me to do like a small room that also had a really good theme, and I was like, consider it done. Oh, this is where this is? Oh my god. Okay, this is my 20s themed room. I also added some of that, like, more regal floral thing to kind of cut the so stark 1920s vibe. But God, I love this room. It's really cool. I can't wait to make it a cooler room, but right now it'll look like this until I figure out what I want to do with it or if I want to take some stuff out. But I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased about it. This is my Webkinz museum. I made a little Webkinz museum. This is my pet Penny, my Irish setter's pet item. But I don't think anybody else's pet item is in here. But I do have the Crown of Wonder. I do have my Maze and Hamsters thing and like a few other weird things that I was like, yes, yes, I'll do that. Yes, of course. Yes. And Cigarette's about to be deeply disappointed because there's no way in hell that I'll do that. 20 questions is a lot, and I know that it's because I haven't taken care of a damn one of these pets, but I don't care. This is AirPod's room, and we're going to switch over to AirPod right now because Cigarette is disappointing me. Another not Christmas outdoor winter room. Coolest item in this room? The ice bath, for sure. Is it a pet item? I don't think so. I think they just gave it to us. Here's a half-done room. God, I love it. I love this desk so much. Thank you for giving it to me, whomst ever gave it to me, because it was really the sweetest thing you could have ever done, and I love it so much. And this room is about to be one of my favorite rooms. I would probably move into this room. This room is definitely closer to my room right now than it is than other rooms are. Ooh, who lives in here? Nobody. Can't wait until I get to move somebody into here. Look at how beautiful this room is. My favorite thing is the slide. If you guys want to be friends with me on Webkinz, you have to add me at Kinfluencer, but I don't know if I will have room on my friends list. I apologize for that. This is my little snow bunny hill, I think that's what I called it. This is the pet item for my pet, God, what's it called? The Winter Carnival rabbit. That's the pet item for that. Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, I don't do sport, so making any room with sport in mind is hard for me. My other chateau room, the best thing in here is the chateau sauna. And I have a pet item for the sheep. Can use in the living room for like 5 minutes. And then we've got Germ's room. We'll leave AirPod in here. Germ is my gator. His pet item is this storage, or also the gator. I don't know where I got the gator from, but it might not be his pet item. He might just be a gator of gator madness. The gatory guy, the most gatory guy you've ever gatored with. I really think the storage thing is his pet item, though. I could be wrong. That's not what I wanted to do, but that's fine. This is Naw's room. Gosh, Naw is so cute. He is my signature beaver. His pet item is this slide? Pool? I'll call it a pool. He doesn't have shoes on. He's got a little beaver bed, which is actually my real beaver's bed, the regular beaver. And then we also have the manatee's pet item in here as well. My favorite thing that I did in here was use the log cabin kit. It's just so good. It's just so good. It's got beaver face on it. It's got beaver face right on it. Girl, walk out the door. She's like, no, I mustn't. This is my bird house. My pet parakeet pet item is this right here. And my blue jay's pet item is this little blue bird bath. But again, nobody lives in here. Bottom of my house, too many rooms, not enough Webkinz. Does it make sense? No. another empty room for me to make into something else eventually. This is Chelsea's room with the new super bed that just came out. God, I love it. And she's got a lot of really cool stuff in here. I spent a lot of Easter points on this room so that it could look this good, mostly on these chairs and this chair. Everything else I already had in my dock. And she has another one of my pink glitter fishes PSIs, actually. Good for me. This is Tiki's room. Come on, Tiki. No idea. No idea what's in this room. Other than like just the same stuff that I'm. Oh, actually, this room is for the items that come from the the Coral Cove gift boxes that they give out at 1 p.m. every day. Outdoor room, I'm still figuring this one out. I don't really know. And actually, before we go through all of these, I don't know if there's anything. Oh, we did do this one. We did do this one. I worked on this for like 25 minutes on stream last week and then just finished it this weekend. You haven't seen it before. This is the first time you'll ever see it. It's gorgeous. I have no pet to live in here though, because I only adopt when I'm on stream, and I honestly only do a lot of Webkinz stuff when I'm on stream. It's just the perfect amount of time to play Webkinz, you know, like 8 years. Almost 4 hours. Hey, I was right. I knew how long it was going to take. This is Axel's frat. Axel is the Burmese mountain dog. People were upset that he lives in a frat. I'm not. He looks great in here. He really kills it in here. Empty room. Okay, wait. Let's see how many rooms I have. Helping Paws. I don't know if this is actually a room. Ooh, it is. It's my Helping Paws and Webkinz Cares mashup. It's a small room. What was I supposed to do? And then I only have like 2 more rooms left. The other ones are all just like empty or just have random seeds in it. This is Trashly's room. She's my opossum. I actually have her on my desk right now too. She's glorious in every single way. I love her so much. Her pet item is this little pavilion with her drawn on it. Are you kidding me? I am going to leave her here, though, and then we're going to keep taking Axel. We have Kinz Court. I made a courtroom for my Webkinz with little jurors, and here's the little courtroom, and, you know, the stand, and, like this is where they have to pray on the book, and the little Webkinz cartographer or whatever, you know, the court stenographer. It's great. I love it. I love this room. I thought it was so good. I love that I made a little courthouse. Empty, empty, empty. And then we've got my Spooky Scary Skeletons, which is another Halloween-themed room. Oh, God. Ant and my Diet Dr. Pepper. My Diet Dr. Kelp. Anyway. This is my spooky Halloween room. I love the addition of purple. It really made this room pop. I don't really have anything else to say about this, though, because it's all just from one theme. And then we have my haunted hotel that I haven't really worked on, but I will. It's on its way. I'm working towards it. If you guys have any haunted themes that you want, any haunted wallpaper, like items that you don't want, I'll take them. This is the Sweetheart theme that they gave us for Valentine's Day this year with the baby stuff, which I did not like. So I added some of the other stuff from other years and other Mother's Day stuff. And then all of these rooms. Oh, my I Spy room. This is a great room to end on. So this is my last room. It's all spy themed stuff. So everything in here is deeply. You can click on just about everything in here, and it'll have a secret other She also sleeps underneath the bed. You can't see the bed. Okay, I'm gonna be sick and tired of that. I'm already sick and tired of it. Great. But yeah, everything in here is something you can interact with. It makes me so happy. That doesn't work anymore. But yeah, best room. One of my biggest purchases on Webkinz is also the spy theme that I've got here. Anyway, welcome to my gigantic house tour. It only took me 3 hours and 45 minutes to do the house tour. How do y'all feel? How was that? Was that good? I'm gonna try to do as much daily tasks as I can before it turns midnight. How about that?
Hey,
let's see me
again.
speed run
Do
all
you
of
want
my
to use the
dailies
wish-
right now because I haven't played it all. Hence, it's Monday. I'm so glad, and it's recorded, and I'll be able to to put it on my YouTube, and everything will be good, and everything will be fine, and you guys will be like, "Wow, Kalo, you really did that," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I really did."
Hey,
Was it
great to
crazy?
see you
Absolutely. Am I
again.
dying?
I hope I can
Yeah,
make
a
your
little
wish
bit.
come
My
true.
throat,
That's a
not
nice
good.
wish. I hope it
Not
comes true.
good. Thank you. Thank you all for coming for that, because that was a dream. And the fact that I have 99 pets done is crazy. Crazy to me. Are all of them out of their rooms and it's going to cause me so much OCD putting them all back? Yeah, I don't think I'll survive. I didn't do the rock the boat. I just did. Oh, fear. Let's just do the ones that are fun because I'm exhausted. I don't know how you guys feel. I've had a great day altogether. I had a really great day, so this was like the best way to end it. But I'm just feeling really good. I'm just feeling really great, especially with that interview. I'm gonna get the second interview. I'm gonna get the job, and then everything's gonna be perfect because that's what I deserve. And it pays $60,000 a year, and I would be so lucky. Because I get to work remotely, and that means more Webkinz time. Because if I can just sit here and do my job and Webkinz at the same time, double fisting, that's the dream. That's literally the whole dream. Isn't that what anybody wants? Is a job that they can make enough money to play Webkinz all day with, on, during? Also, Dan Howell is here, and he came in. I don't know if you guys noticed him coming in and me being like, I cannot. Please don't come in here. I wonder if he's watching this right now and being like, I thought you said it was almost over. Dude. Sarah, I'm amazed that I'm alive right now. That my eyes haven't bugged out of my head. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky that you guys stuck it through. I mean, usually we sit on live for this long, but this time it was just house tour, and it was the entirety of it. I knew that this was the only way to get it done, was to do like a skip between every pet the whole time. I know it made me go a little bit insane, but it's the only way I could have gotten it done. And that's fine, because I never have to do it again. Because hopefully this whole time it's been recording. Oh my god, imagine that. I figure out that this hasn't been recording the whole time. Oh shit. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's been recording this whole time. I'm not gonna lose my mind. I'm not gonna lose my mind. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Wow, you guys. I just saw my life flash before my eyes. Because imagine doing all that work. Just have to do it again. I'm holding it together. But anyway, do you guys have anything wonderful to talk to me about that you're getting ready for this week? Is this kid asleep? Is that why he's so sad? I've been absolutely obliterating Axel. Poor thing. That's why he hasn't asked me to do anything. Oh, because he's still asleep. Good. Here, have an egg. Great. Let's eat the rest of my eggs. What about this one? Good. Good. Nice. Chair. Egg chair. God, I got some pretty good items. I got some pretty good items right there. We'll gem hunt.
Well, if it isn't one of my
And also, thank you guys for 7,000 likes. You sweet, sweet beings. I love every single freaking one of yous. And then those items.
Check out my special
And then
extra
those
stuff.
items.
Today looks like a good day for some mining.
I know, Krista, the egg chair. I know, Krista, I'm so hype.
Congratulations! Looks like you found yourself a gem. You can keep that gem for your collection and try for that legendary crown of wonder, or I can buy it from you if you like. Let me see what I can offer. I see these gems all the time. I guess I can take pleasure
You can have it, bud.
business with you. Hope you're saving up for a rare item.
Let's just go to today's activities. Knock this thing out of the park. And then I'll go to bed. My eyes are starting to glue to my contacts. Bonus reroll, I'll take it. Deluxe Private Machine. Let's hope for that gold tile for my house. I'll take the tiara. Dang. This got reset. I was doing pretty good. Is this boring and horrible? Yes. Am I ever gonna win bingos? Will I continue to do it? Yes. Because it's not about that. It's about perseverance. It's about perseverance. God, I still can't believe that I talked for forever. And I know that you guys usually see me talk for forever. What has ants? Where are the ants coming from? I'm so upset. I'm so displeased. I'm gonna put something else on my bed. Oh, cheeky cat. Okay. Kalo barely alive right now. Kalo gonna go bed. I loved every single one of you. Thank you all for freaking sticking it out with me. I really appreciate it. I know there are many things you could be doing with your Monday night, but I'm happy that I get to hang out. The child wants to go swimming. We're gonna let the child go swimming. So, do I just go to the free spin Wheel of Wow, or do I just get one? Is it just in my dock? Hi, Jenner. Did you miss the house tour? I did an entire house tour today. And honestly, I'm exhausted. It was a lot of freaking work. Another chair. And the flooring. Rad. It's just a coupon. Okay, and I don't have to like go accept it somewhere. It's just in my dock, right? Keep eating, girl. Rad. Oh, it's okay, Jenner. I recorded it and you'll be able to see it on YouTube. Hopefully next week I should be posting my first real Webkinz video tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. I don't know. My guy who's been doing it for me. I know. But they did this to us with the other pet. They tried to give us the kiwi bird for like 3 years straight, so we can't like really say yay or nay about it. Anyway, I love you guys. I love you so much. Have a great night. I miss you deeply. I'll see you next week. Eat, pray, whack. Eat, pray, whack, my friends. All right. Bye, friends. Goodbye.